was sent to losers by Sykes in winners, but defeated Julia Look 3-0, Omi 3-0, Sirius Hitman 3-1, and Desarted 3-1, and is now against Flair. So Magic T has had quite the journey. And they're playing now. Okay, of course, this is Sikandar's pool. Sikandar won this 3-0 against Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan defeated Ranks in losers, and Ranks defeated Method, so Method out in pools, unfortunately. And, oh, okay, Ranks DQ'd. Interesting, I don't know what happened there, but we'll find out.
I think Mercer misunderstood Little Miss Jimmy.
ESL match? Oh, people entering 2 tournaments at once.
Yeah, people are entering 2 tournaments at once today. So I assume Mercer has already begun his match, which means we are going to have to do someone else's match instead of his.
I mean, Mercer won his pool, and then Makaran is currently waiting for the winner of Fabs and Dudek. So we are actually good to start.
The first match of top 16 is supposed to be Damaster versus Mercer, but I think he's just started his.
No, we'll do another one. We'll do another one.
Yeah, Mercer, do your thing. We'll do a different match, and then you can come back after.
All right. Okay, I mean, we are making it good on time. We're making it good on time. We're only about 3 hours into this so far, so that's not so bad. Let's do... let's do Arn Kratos versus Sonic Ninja. Let's get that ready.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Right.
So, we're about to start off our top 16 winners side. We'll be giving the losers bracket a little bit later on. But for those that are joining us now, welcome to Massive Strike week number 2. This is as you'll probably guess, a very kind of chill, casual themed, but very important online league for Europe and CIS. This is just being done by Mustard and myself, hence the fact that, you know, we're kind of just doing what we want, really. It's just a good time all round. This is a European and CIS league specifically, and there is a £1,000 pot as a base that has been expanded using the wonders of Matcherino for community crowdfunding to the point where now it is actually at $1,180. So you're adding that to the 1,000. There's over $2,000 to play for the finals at the end of the month, May 25th. And this is week number 2. 3 players are going to make it on week 2, so we are far away actually from finding out who those 3 players will be. But with us being in top 16, every match here you will now watch from this point, at least the upcoming 4, will be for top 8 winners, and then from that point you're 1 game away from getting top 3. So
that's the crazy thing. We're actually in a more important part of the tournament than you might expect, as top 3 today are the ones that will be guaranteeing themselves just AFK as well, Ryan, by the way. Top 3 today will be guaranteeing themselves for our big finals. So these guys are technically 2 matches away from confirming themselves. So there's definitely all to play for. As we now have Sonic Ninja of the UK facing off against Arn Kratos of Russia. We should have quite a good game between what will presumably be Cabal and Shang Tsung. Which I know is a matchup that a lot of Cabal players have said they don't like over time. I don't know what it's looking like nowadays. I can't say I've seen it in tournament in a while. Okay, I'm assuming it's a matchup that is not good at all. If Sonic Ninja, of all people, has picked off of Cabal, that is very, very surprising. Because he is a Cabal master through and through.
I'm interested to see how this one's going to go, actually, because I've never seen Sonic Ninja pick Liu Kang.
I've seen him play Gearus before to get off of bad matchups, but nothing more than that.
Sonic Ninja, a bit of a young blood. His breakout tournament was absolutely Hyper Combo Unchained near the end of last year, where he defeated Video Games Yo. Double eliminated him, in fact, which was a crazy good result for him. A lot of talent and skill coming out for Sonic Ninja, but it was tournament experience was his biggest demon. One hell of a matchup here with Arn Kratos, where if Shang is that difficult for Cabal and he's forcing Sonic Ninja onto a secondary, I think this automatically gives Arn Kratos the edge. And that's it. You know you've got the discipline, and you know you've got the conditioning in there with the corpse drop all the way through that you're now dashing in and grabbing, and it's just working out. Like, I think that sends a bit of a message in round 1.
I feel like Liu Kang's not a terrible character to pocket either, though, because he's not the hardest character to play. Like, obviously, you can't just... He's not auto-win by any means, but he's not very high maintenance. And what makes him effective... I mean, stuff like that, right? That's just knowledge right there. Ooh, and Kratos sitting there blocking, doesn't want to get opened up. Oh, he actually got opened up by that? Oh, that was a crucial flawless block. Good lord.
Clutch.
It's you after this, Sikandar. You and Asadamatsu are in the next game.
keeps the side that he wants here. Doesn't quite get his throw tech. That's unfortunate, but the repositioning, it's all about that real estate from far away. Kratos has done so much damage already. Oh, and the corpse drop never feels good on Amplify. 14% at the snap of a finger. And now, I mean, he can take these trades. Kratos can take these trades. The flying kick, crushing blow's been lost. So Liu Kang hasn't got that kind of edge from far away.
It was more important than we maybe first assumed to get that first round on the back of that crushing blow, and there's the hit! And no chip damage, there we go, Kratos. Gonna be convincingly taking game number 1.
But it looked kind of tricky. Like, there was comfort there from Sonic Ninja. You can't count him out by any capacity. However, it really just seems like Kratos is the one that's, you know, really kind of dictating the pace of this. He's the one that's in a controlling matchup. He's looking totally comfortable from far away. And clearly, it being potentially a tricky matchup for Cabal just means that on Kratos, he kind of just has full advantage. And he is one of the absolute best Shang Tsung players on the planet. So I think this is a very scary situation to be in if you're Sonic Ninja.
Are we sticking out with the Liu Kang? I mean, this is always a strange situation where a matchup is this bad that you straight up feel like you can't pick your main in it, where you are known for being the main of that character, right? There is a 0% chance that Sonic Ninja is as comfortable on Liu Kang, or even if he is comfortable with the character, it is nowhere near as experienced in tournament setting, right? So there's going to be a lot of adaptation on the fly, and Kratos now sitting pretty with that game 1 lead. It's going to be very happy to keep things going.
I gotta be honest, I think this is almost repentance because Arn Kratos dealt with a bunch of unfavorable matchups last week, and it seems like a lot of people in his path this week have struggled against Shang. It's almost like he had to struggle through last week of all the matchups he didn't like, and is rewarded this week with a bunch of matchups that he's totally happy playing.
But the thing is as well, like, that's just part of the game, right? When you're known for maining a character. We saw it from Kratos last week. Known for Shang Tsung, but had that sentry on for Jackie, which we know he dislikes heavily. If you main a single character and they have matchups that bad, it is your responsibility to have these characters ready, which is why we're seeing this from Sonic Ninja. He is one of the best Cabal players on the planet, but because he is one of the best, will be one of the best players to recognize whether it's a matchup Cabal can win in a tournament or not, or something he would want to pick. So, of course, he's bringing this other character, but Arn Kratos is playing this really well, and there we go. That right there is a big deal. When you get that full block and punish on the Hellsparks thanks to the flawless block, you do get that fly kick. But you have to be on point with it.
Back to that full screen game, but all it takes is one corpse drop on Am, and that's why Kratos went for it. That ground eruption. Again. Oh, the air to airs. Kratos ready for the jump 3. Shang Tsung truly, in my opinion, has the best jump 3 in the game. So good. Plus frames. Takes out a down 4, but Sonic Ninja more than happy to just sit there and block and respect it.
Oh, catch them jumping out again, but again, another commanding lead. And there is the punish, but at this point, it might be too little too late. Yeah, there's the interruption.
Looking for the interrupt. Yeah, he's looking for it.
And there it is again. The second you put yourself minus at Magic Pixel territory, even flawless blocking isn't going to save you. That's 2 games now on Kratos, sitting very comfortably, looking like he might take this 3-0 at this rate. I wonder if we're going to see a change, or if we're going to see Sonic just stick it out with this Liu Kang.
I do wonder if we're going to see him go to Cabal anyway, because it's just like the side character is clearly not working out, and maybe there's a comfort of, well, look, Cabal's my best character, maybe it can work. But it's like you said, if you're really talented with this character, you're experienced with acknowledging whether it's a matchup worth picking or not. And he's going to change? Yeah, he's going to give it one last-ditch effort, potentially now. Unfortunately, has given himself a mammoth amount of work, no choice but to make the reverse 3-0. So, certainly no easy feat versus one of the absolute greatest Shang Tsung players on the planet. It's a tall order. We'll see if Sonic Ninja can get it done.
Well, he has to. If he wants to be able to sit pretty in that winner's side, obviously doing it through losers does give you more games to win, more work to do. At the end of the day, he is known for Cabal for a reason.
Round 1, fight!
Now, I'm very curious to see if this works. There's the immediate jump around, that jump 2 straight away, a throw escape. You feel like you've got an inch. Oh, God! That jump 2 just whiffed. This is Bit of a crusty round start, unfortunately.
And then again, you notice that as well. The second we can see that there's no flawless block attacks possible, that is when we see Kratos be way more willing to go for these gap strings. Ooh,
Oh,
I don't know what that was.
That is not the first time Sonic Ninja in this round has just messed up his info. I do wonder if he's a little bit, I don't want to use the word tilted, but I don't think he's playing like himself. And Kratos is going to sniff that out and punish immediately.
But you're just seeing this absolute harassment of Hellspark. There's not much Cabal can do. Cabal's zoning more about just keeping him in the air, suspended throwing swords, and that is the best situation to just get hit by Hellsparks. And slowly but surely that chip is going to add up from the ground eruption. And again, it's just immediate Kratos. Look at this is why it's considered to be a rough matchup. Cabal, very, very, very little answers to Hellsparks. Ground eruption is just so oppressive.
Round 2.
Match point on Kratos. Sorry, Ninja has got a breakaway, so I do wonder if we're going to start seeing some... Whoa, okay. Some YOLO Nomad dashes, perhaps.
Well, that's
Some
back-to-back
sort of
flawless block
desperation.
attempts, but neither of them paid off. But neither of them were punished either.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing to fear. Oh, he doesn't OS. Unfortunately, Sonic Ninja does not OS that jump 3. This is a hard matchup, man. I really feel like Kratos had the advantage before the first round of Game 1 even started, and he's making it so hard. And if he wins this game, winner's side top 8, Kratos will be in a great position for that top 8 finals at the end of the month.
Oh, that would have been a cute conversion. My goodness.
That would have been sick.
Oh!
The forbidden string! Oh, it doesn't work!
Forbidden for a reason.
Hang on. Never say never.
He hasn't got a breakaway yet. Oh! So nervous at the time. He has to get these flawless blocks have to be perfect from this point. Oh, no amplify.
Kratos is happy to just sit there and block. Goes in for the jump. Flawless block. Doesn't get it.
Oh!
Instant jump. No! Gets the read on the jump in, and he's ready. The instant jump 3 was 1000% just Kratos saying, I know you're going to jump. And here comes the jump 3. Chunk it down. Winner's side top 8 for Arn Kratos. Well done, mate. He's going to be happy with that now. He himself is 1 game away from actually qualifying for the Massive Strike Finals May 25th. So that's a great result for him.
He's looking
and a
good
great
so
top 8.
far, man. On Kratos, he is looking like he is having a good day. Now you just said it yourself, 1 game away from that top 3. Because you have to remember, you know, as much as it is important to win and get as good seeding for finals as you can, making top 3 is the goal. Because at the end of the day, beyond top 3, you're just playing for seeding. So there's only so much that can mean when you're going to get a bracket with the 8 like qualified players, right? We've already got Do Basic, Video Games Yo, Josh TQ. It doesn't matter which of those 3 you fight. It's going to be tough, right? There's only so much seeding can matter when you're against that caliber of players. So to know that top 3 being the goal, you are 1 game away from it, must be like an absolute just load off your shoulders to know you're that close. But also at the same time, probably a stress knowing that you're also this close to screwing it up and potentially falling short. But we have our next game in Winners Top 16 ready to go. It's going to be Asadamasa versus Sikander.
Before you mention this, I want to remind everyone there is a crowdfunding process going on for our prize pot using Matcherino. There's the starting pot of £1,000 and now plus $1,180 that has been raised on Matcherino by our extremely wonderful and generous community. Our latest donation was a $30 contribution from Jigger. The comment is, thanks for putting on an awesome show and everything you do for the community. We appreciate the kind words, man, and the community appreciates your support for this prize pool. Thank you very much.
You guys can see the command in chat. Crowdfund is the command. If you want to be able to donate towards it, that's how you do it. Thank you very much for your support, those that have already donated. Thank you to those that are planning on donating. And thanks to you guys for hanging out with us and tuning in for what has been a really good day of matches so far. But we are not done. We are in top 16. We are creeping ever closer to that all-important top 3 territory as we get closer to top 8 as well. But Sikander versus Asadamasa is going to be our next. This is, again, for winner's side top 8. Win this game, you are 1 game away from securing top 3. And this is definitely going to be an important one as Asadamasa, Sikander. We know Asadamasa does not like fighting Sub-Zero, but also plays Cetrion, who's a character that we know Sikander doesn't like fighting. So I imagine there's going to be a lot of discomfort in this set we're about to watch. As the invite.
But if you were to twist my arm, I'd probably assume that Sikander has the edge here by purely just the. Wait a minute. What?
Crowdfund link don't work. Should do.
It should do. People have been donating to it without trouble.
It takes me to the place. It definitely should.
Maybe there's always the potential that you didn't give it enough time to load. It can sometimes take a bit longer than other websites to load up. But we're waiting. Sikander is in the lobby, just waiting for Aso Demata to join now. Yeah, I did assume it worked. We're just waiting on Aso Demata now, Sikander. We'll just wait for him. He has been around in chat and stuff like that, and he's obviously been playing in the tournament. He wants to qualify as much as everyone else.
There's also always the chance that it's a King of the Hill. They can be a bit ropey. Maybe he just hasn't let him in, and we'll have to remake it. But we can just back out and do it again if so.
Yeah, if you guys can't contribute, like, I mean, come on, man. Especially with right now that's going on. Like, some people are tight for cash anyway because everyone's stuck inside during the understandable.
Don't feel pressured to do it.
Just share out the stream, have a good time, enjoy what you see. Like, that's all good too. Contribution is nowhere near mandatory, but it's appreciated. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. That's why, to be honest, that's why we started it off with the £1,000 pot anyway, because it's one of those things where like we wanted to make sure there was like something there.
I can only assume that Aso, just quickly, I can only assume that Aso has missed the invite, so I'm going to remake the lobby. So if you guys can back out, we'll go back in.
Let's remake. He might have missed it.
But honestly, guys, we just appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting, right? We know that Europe has been like, it's been, you know, through the amazing work of Aquaman and his team behind the scenes, right? Like, the people that made the Coliseum happen, that has been such a blessing for the community. But it's North America only, right? Understandably so, for connection quality and, you know, just the way it has to be for these things. And, you know, we've seen it. Every week there's a comment of when is EU getting something like this, all the way back to the Combat Cup days. People have been asking for something like this, and you know, there was no better time than now to make sure that EU and CIS got it right. Like, we do what we can. We've wanted to do something like this for a while. There is no time like the present. We're all stuck at home. We're all doing online. It is what it is, you know, and without you guys tuning in and supporting and enjoying it, there's no point. So thank you to all of you guys for tuning in, whether you're playing, whether you're just watching, whether you're sharing it around, especially if you're donating towards the Matcherino, you know, if you're just having a good time, thank you very much, because it's about just keeping ourselves in high spirits during this unfortunate time.
Looks like Aso Demata is in the lobby, so Aso Demata versus Sikander is about to kick off. Aso Demata with his convincing victory versus Crazy Gamer, which we last saw. And then afterwards, Sikander with a dominant 3-0 against Azerbaijan. So both of these players have been looking pretty damn good to reach the point they are now at. And the funny thing about this matchup is both players dislike fighting the other person's character. So I am intrigued. I am very intrigued to see how this one goes. Sikander really did put on a masterclass of Avalanche earlier today. But Aso Demata just does not like dealing with Sub-Zero. And this is a decent matchup for Sub-Zero. I think Sikander, going into this matchup-wise, has the edge. It is dependent on his own, I think, mental composure will dictate this matchup, because Cetrion is a character that will frustrate you massively. And Sikander, I mean, he does get frustrated mid-match. We have seen that before.
So Jim, thank you for the host, man. I appreciate that. So I'm going to completely cut Ryan off, but thanks.
No, that's fine. I was about to say, even though this matchup is arguably, you know, it's good for Sub-Zero, it might not be good for Sikander, which is a different story. Oh, he commits the forward 2-4, but it's going to whiff all the way. Is this winner still? Yes, this is a winner side top 16 match. Slide through the boulder. And the important side switch, the wake up natural barrier is going to blow through that Arctic trap. And I do wonder if Sikander's going to be in a position to actually get the Arctic trap off.
Well, that's going to be the biggest question mark in this matchup for me. Is we're very used to seeing Sub-Zero mainly be Dead of Winter in this matchup, because Dead of Winter Amp Ice does kind of plow through a lot of what Cetrion tries to do. Obviously, gives nice damage added as well. You're not really going to be close enough. Oh my goodness.
Mixy mix.
Typically, you're not going to find yourself close enough to do what Avalanche is good at. But the thing is, like right there, the second you get Fatal Blow, it's the same. You get low slide crushing blow done, more threatening. Fatal Blow, more threatening. Unfortunately, they are one-time use resources, so if you use them, you better win off them. Because if, like, for example, if Sikander was to use that Fatal Blow and lose, he would be at a severe disadvantage in the matchup now.
All in, right? The kind of character that requires a lot of all-in displays. Ice Ball at the magic time. Aso Demata, yeah, unlikely. He's going to blow through that. Wow, Arctic Trap. It created space, but space is something Aso Demata is happy to work with. Doesn't want to establish corner pressure because it's all about having that mid-screen against Sub-Zero, not letting him come in. Restand for natural barrier. Sikander going to disrespect those plus frames. Now,
This is top 16, yes. Winners top
punish.
16. We are playing for winners top 8. Ooh, back one straight away. Cutting that damage low. He wants that blender. Sikander trying to shred that life down one small chunk at a time.
And the whole amount of that mix was unbreakable. Wait a minute, that's a punish. Now, amplified slide crushing blow could win the round. Asso doesn't commit. If he committed, this would have been a different story. Out of meter, but the natural barrier, I'm sure that would have done it.
Oh my god!
He throws out that forward 2. Now, one of the things I do notice about Sikander is he uses the Arctic Trap to go for a lot of resets, but he doesn't get a lot of damage on them. Like, sometimes it almost feels like if he just went for a full combo, he would have been better off. Like, I don't know whether it's just me, or maybe there's something I'm missing. Of course,
It's about cutting the damage severely, but to guarantee a trap in front of them and some advantage, right? It's about building a snowball. It's about taking the tiny damage to then getting something big. But it's when you see the tiny damage and you don't see the something big, it just seems like a net waste. But, you know, the second we do, especially if he's got the low slide crushing blow ready, the second we see that paid off from it, then that is going to be the scariest.
What's even scarier is that Sikander is still holding on to that slide crushing blow for his dear life. He waits until it's the game-ending play, and then he pops it. Tries to get it. The back 3 doesn't quite land it. Now a full screen. Arguably advantage Asso D'Amato, but all it's going to take is one freeze into a slide crushing blow. Asso, he spent a lot of meters.
Oh, he's in trouble. Oh no!
The drop.
That must have been that must have been a back 2 trap because he got a standing 2. That must have been a back 2 trap. Oh, the teleport. Asso staying alive here is literally dancing with death, starved on offensive bar, but Sikander has everything and the crushing blow slide ready to go, and the duck is all it's going to take. Is that enough damage?
Oh, dirty smart. Asso D'Amato breakaway. If Sikander went for a standing 4 into slide amp, he would have breakawayed it. So Sikander goes for a reset into forward 2 because it's much harder to deal with.
That was really smart. That was really smart because it's exactly like you said. You know that if he went straight for the slide crushing blow there, Asso would have breakawayed it. So he delayed and went for a reset. That was literally the last thing any of us, including Asso D'Amato, was expecting there. That was a really smart play at the end. That was really smart. Holy crap. That was the ultimate just throwing you off your groove. A situation you've seen 100 times. Because you know there was definitely that like air of doubt in our minds where, well, even if he goes for the slide crushing blow, he's not an ice ball, so is it going to kill? But Sikander was not even interested in finding out. Reset, boys, to guarantee it. Well, not guarantee it. It's guaranteed if it works.
It's just the way he forces these crazy weird situations onto you. You know what I mean? Like Sikander, like there's no one else that can force a scramble onto you like he can sometimes. And Sub-Zero, I mean, he's the character for it. He's got that overhead, that low. He hasn't even used the grab once, by the way. So there is that.
I mean, when you're playing Avalanche, the throw is the unsafest mix-up because overhead is safe thanks to creeping ice. Low is safe because of the full string, right? Like, the throw is the only one that puts you at risk. Oh my god.
But Asso still content to go for the fuzzy. The low into overhead first.
But that's half a life bar. Asso's half dead now.
Oh no, and the slide. Oh, get back down. Good protect. The jump into the natural barrier. That was the Shambhala. Shambhala.
And that amp slide, guaranteeing that the crushing blow is definitely ready. And the corner too. So he has the teleport ready. Will he use it? Oh no, he just did a neutral jump and a breakaway. Now no longer gets to. Oh boy.
This is the absolute clinic of Avalanche. He's going to get a knockdown. Wait a minute. He hasn't used the crushing blow.
Oh!
Combo.
Drop the combo, but it's put him at crushing blow kill life. Even the raw crushing blow will kill at this health, I think.
He's got to be very nervous.
And because he spent that breakaway right at the start of the round, that is not going to be here.
Oh, he doesn't. He just believes. He just believes that it worked. Just in case he breakaways, Asso gets some damage. And hang on a minute. Shame to say, that combo drop might actually cost Sikander. Drop the punish.
A very unfortunate drop. And Asso, no confirming to fatal blow. Again, that was another chance Asso had to win, but he didn't take it. But the barrier is going to do it through. The late active frames will just keep him alive. That was very dangerous.
Asso looks kind of shook here, I will be honest. But a shame for Sikander. That one combo drop just allowed the string of momentum. And now he goes for the reset. You can't with punish. No with punish for you, my friend. And the reset into more pressure and the mix. Creeping ice used again. Staggers, and finally we start to see some throws. This is where things get really scary because now we've got the throw, the overhead, the low. The creeping ice makes it so much better. Rolls into the rock. Flawless block. This is really bad if you're Asso.
And there here come the throws.
Situation.
Now we see the throws. Now you know you have to sit there and block the overhead low. Oh, the
no!
teleport got knocked out, and he saves the
Ben.
crushing low slide again, and 2 games back to back. Yeah, it's actually incredible how Sikander is like holding on to that so well every time.
Yep. I actually mentioned it in the very first time we saw him today that his use of the amplified slide crushing blow is like you will only ever see it when there is like a round to be won. He doesn't use it any other way. It is that trump card every round. And I love it because there's a lot of discipline. Some people talk about Sikander, and it was a lot more characteristic, I think, of his earlier gameplay. Not only in this, but MKX, where Sikander, you wouldn't necessarily say he was a very disciplined player. He kind of just plays like that Rago online, no fear.
He was that kind of like chaotic, kind of like guerrilla
chaotic
grandmaster,
evil,
right? That kind of guerrilla grandmaster style.
The closest thing you would ever get to chaotic evil in gameplay form. But in MK11, especially a year later, there is so much more like thought process to how he applies these mix-ups and the kind of payout that he gets. I love that resource management of the slide. It's really cool. I like it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's very easy to see the overhead low and go, oh, he's just mixing them up. But like, it's not the overhead low that's winning in these games. It's his way of like forcing people around the Arctic trap, reading these breakaways, keeping these crushing blows, and right there, Asadamasa still playing with the knowledge, ducking underneath. This isn't Dead of Winter. You can low profile the ice ball with Cetrion.
Oh, good jump 3. But once more, Asadamasa. No interest in corner pressure, but that reversal punish on the slide. Arctic trap. Oh,
and that's
no!
the second time. That's the second time that's happened. Asso trying to use the barrier. Oh my goodness. Trying to use the barrier to absorb the trap, and Sikander just literally using it like the MKX clone. Putting a button behind it with a counter hit crushing blow this time. Big damage payout. My God. Oh, there it is, the counter poke slide. We finally saw it.
He looks shook, man. And Sikander is feeling himself. This is a game of momentum. One player has all of it and one none. Like, this is tough. Asso, no! Knocked down again, but no confirm.
I mean, short hops and wake up for Oki are like somewhat common because it keeps you on your toes. Do you do an empty short hop? Is there an overhead to worry about? But to do 3 back to back, that is just straight up. You are goofing with them at that point. You are just asserting dominance.
And that's a teabag, but you're pressing the other way.
Reversal teabag.
Oh! Now,
I mean, Sikander, like this he's up 2 games in a round. He can be as crazy as he wants. He has absolute wiggle room here.
I love those. Shimmy. Reset. Arctic trap. Too far away for the back 3 to connect. I actually think it would have connected. Asso was standing up during that. Oh, block!
Uh-oh!
Oh, the call out! The reset! Reset! Oh, he's still alive, but barely. Oh!
Wait, and that didn't even connect. That is just insult to injury there. The fact that a Fatal Blow didn't even connect, that is tragic. And Sikander with a dominant 3-0. Running through again today. 3 games. That was a dominant showing of Avalanche right there.
Winner's side, top 8 for Sikander. 1 more game away now from actually being one of our qualified players for the Massive Strike Finals.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll find out soon. We will find out soon.
But I really strongly believe that Asso has a real Sub-Zero problem. There's just no way to sugarcoat it. Every time we see Asadamasa fight a Sub-Zero, he struggles a great deal. Sikander is a hardcore Sub-Zero specialist. He plays a weird variation that you're not used to. He mixes more than most Sub-Zeros that you see. And he has the slide. He has the slide rather than, Dead of Winter, at least there's like a slower cold shoulder. But the slide is like even worse for like the utility that it serves against Cetrion. So like Asso, kind of like when we saw Arn Kratos versus Sonic Ninja, Sikander went into that series like as the favorite on paper, by matchup, by the whole thing. And he just played the way he knows he's supposed to. And it just shook Asadamasa. And Asadamasa, I mean, that's the kind of loss that you genuinely look at and you think, is Asso even going to get top 8 today? Because he might be really shook after that top 8.
I mean, he's definitely capable of it. It's just like you said, right? Some players just
I know he's capable, but you know what I mean.
They do
I
just
hope
have
he
like a
doesn't get
barrier against certain
frustrated, yeah,
characters,
yeah.
right? And when you get, you know, because it was a combination of that, but mainly again, not to discredit or take away, it was Sikander was playing really well. There's no
Oh,
two
yeah.
ways about it. It was just playing really,
The
really clean.
blender, boy. And
But-
his use of the Arctic Trap. He's got my favorite avalanche to watch by far. It
But
is
this
so
takes
good
us on to
watch.
our next winner's side top 16 game, which is going to be
Ooh.
Derpy versus Boki. So we're going to be going to a Kung Lao mirror that isn't really a mirror, because it's probably going to be Hatrix versus Lotus Fist.
Absolutely, it'll be Hatrix versus Lotus Fist. And the mirror is actually something that Derpy is highly experienced in. I don't even think Derpy's particularly uncomfortable in it. Oh, no, he's gone Shang. Okie dokie.
Oh.
Derpy does
Oh.
play... We talk about his Kung Lao in droves, but Derpy does know how to play multiple characters, and he by no means is a specialist. He used to play Aaron Black for a short spin.
He did for a while. Foxy Jr. I mean, to be fair, playing Lao and Shang, yeah, he's definitely not doing much to dissuade the reputation, is he?
We'll find out who's going to have the edge. Because, again, to remind everyone, winner's side, top 16. Winning this takes you into top 8 winners. And then you'll be one game away from that qualification spot for the Massive Strike Finals, May 25th. This matchup, Derpy trying to give himself a bit more of an edge. Does play multiple characters and immediately starts off with the ground eruption. Okay, I think that's a taste of things to come. No pun intended. And, wow, okay, clean. Doesn't quite get the charge ender. Stop talking over the intros. Screw
Bro,
you, Muffin.
YouTube them. if you want to hear them, go on YouTube.com.
My guy, the game's been out for a year. There's a million compilations you can watch. Ooh, jump 3.
There are so
Nice
many
work,
iterations of like intro quote compilations. I can guarantee there is a video for Kung Lao versus Shang Tsung intros done on Shaolin Trap Dungeon video. You can watch them all.
Oh no! Hardest read, but hang on. Derpy gets a little bit greedy with the meter, but he can save it. What happened with Kratos, guy? Armed Kratos got top 8 winners, so he is waiting to play.
Yes.
There's that neutral jump. There's something we see Boki do more than any other Lao, which is empty jump 1-2-1.
Boki does a lot of empty jumps. I think it's because there's like such a respect that you have to show Lao because of deep jump kicks jailing into so much, that Boki just uses that fear against you and just goes for so many empty jumps into, because empty jump 1-2-1, empty
right
jump throw, like, it is dangerous, but a big punish.
If there's one thing you are going to know playing Kung Lao as much as Derpy does, you're going to know what's unsafe and what's not. So he's going into this, which is, it kind of seems like, you know, a potential kind of counter pick here with that range and that comfort. But now you have a lot more of like the punish knowledge. All right, that's an expensive teleport, but it is going to get Boki out the corner. Protect.
Oh, the close range, but no confirmed properly from Boki. Salvages it with a throw reset, but it's not enough to kill. Oh, and an attempt to wake up Fatal Blow from Derpy.
I strongly believe that wasn't a drop. I think he didn't want to break. I think he wanted to keep it unbreakable for the throw reset.
Fight.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Not sure what happened there. L4's going to do it. Magnet Arms, come here. Presses. So watch out, the 114's going to whiff.
Oh,
So much
confirm,
hate.
okay. Rare footage of back 1-1 being used from Shang.
Now, this corpse drops full screen game. How much damage is Boki going to take on the way in? Good trade.
Oh,
Now,
reversal
Boki.
punish. Knowledge.
Knowledge. Snap. Chase down, but no punish. I tries to wake up Fatal Blow. That's quite expensive. Yeah. As Derpy had the control, but just some very, very kind of lackluster defensive options at the end.
Well, he had a big
was that?
lead,
On the
but
foundation?
I feel like almost got a bit too ahead of himself, where he did have a decent lead, but almost like used the knockdown as an immediate way to try and steal momentum back in two ways that were dangerous, right? First wake up, Fatal Blow, get stuff. Second wake up 3, just gets dodged. I know they're reads, but in those situations when you do have that much of a lead at the time, somewhat unnecessary, but Boki, he read them both, stuffed the first one clean, made the second one whiff completely. Boki definitely playing on point. Ah, and immediately going to Kung Lao as Derpy. So try to go for a counter pick in the Shang, just to make things a little bit more funky for Boki, but Going back to hat tricks. Derpy going back to the standard. Okay, and slowly but surely we're getting towards our losers top 8 qualifiers as well. At this rate, I think we might get all of those too.
Hell yeah. And I wondered how this matchup's going to go. Definitely a far cry from the last time I remember seeing Boki play this matchup was against Foxy at Vianality. But obviously there was Kung Lao was a different beast back then, especially
Practically
Lotus.
a year of time in between, right? It's been a long time.
Not only changes to Kung Lao as a character, but also the just mechanically how much more knowledge they have. I do love that, the 1-2-1, but if you only have like a little bit of meter just doing the straight hat. Oh, hang on a minute. Smash GG has top 16 losers, a best of 3. What?
I'm looking into that right now.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I wonder if you have to do it for every single bracket. I can only assume perhaps on Smash GG, you know, because it counts pools and top 16 and top 8 are separate, you might have to do it for every single bit.
I should hope not, because we did look through that completely to make absolute sure, so that should not be a thing at all. I do hope that matches haven't already been played.
They might have been.
Okay. Right. That's right, continue. I'm looking into this straight away, because that's like
Yeah,
super
that's fine.
important.
Yeah, man, that's fine, that's fine. Looks like we're going to get more of that grab pressure coming out from Boki, Derpy. One potential clean opening, one kind of knockdown, maybe a couple of hat tosses, and then the fatal blow becomes something that's really scary. Yeah, he tries to react.
Okay, good. So it's already been sorted out, and no games were played with the best of 3.
Woo!
So good.
False
good.
alarm. Thank you, Magic T, for bringing it up, mate. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's good.
Fight.
Oh, no! Grabbing me frames, boy. Man, this is even as hell. Boki gets clipped. Breakaway. There's that Z-hat once more. Knocked down. Derpy, the cancel. Defense coming out from Boki. Jump 3. Now answer. Wow, 2-on-2-on-2 is going to be raw. That high damage at the end there. Just the raw spin again. Goes in for the 1-2-1 just to be a little bit safer on that. And the interrupt. Derpy comes through.
And fundamentally, we can see that when Derpy is playing, he is going to enforce strike throw to the absolute maximum degree. Especially in matchups where he has to play point blank. We saw Derpy against Flet in that Johnny Cage. He wanted to play mid-screen if possible, but if he's forced to play point blank, it's strike throw, and that's it. You are forced to do it. Derpy, time things up. 1 game apiece now.
Strong 2. Sorry, I'm eating a couple of Maltesers. I haven't had lunch today.
Yo, Maltesers? I haven't had chocolate. Actually, no, that's a lie. I bought a packet of 12s.
Malteser.
I bought a packet of 12s.
They're Malteser buttons. They're not quite Maltesers.
Oh, I
they're
see.
quite nice.
So they're fake
I like them.
Maltesers.
Man, they're nice.
Yo, I had a 12. I put them in the fridge, and they were so crispy.
Man, chocolate straight from the fridge. Underrated.
Absolutely. If you don't refrigerate your chocolate, I don't know why you even bother buying it. No, I'm alright, Em. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. By the way, guys, can I get if we have any for our subs in chat, can I get some PN Dog? Can I get some PN Dog in chat for our admins, Little Miss Jimmy and MQS? Shout out to the admins for working with us today, keeping things going.
Wait, hang on a minute. Boki's gone Warlock now.
Oh, it's like the Kung Lao and Shang show.
It really is an episode of Mortal Kombat Conquest.
Now, Boki, I know, has absolutely... Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Boki, I know, has played a lot of Shang since launch.
You could say in each of us there burns the soul of a warrior.
Oh my god, look at this absolute relentless... My goodness! That was the highest anti-air projectile I've ever seen.
Everything
Oh,
Derpy has
mistake!
thrown out, weird hitboxes or not, has worked. It has been a bizarre round, but very good for Derpy. But expensive. Look at how much resources he's gone through.
You should have killed me, Kung Lao.
Your will is weak, Kung Lao, son to break.
The soul of the scorpion. Held in a literal scorpion held in the cage in Netherrealm. The Cobalt Mines.
That's when your opponent starts teabagging like Quitality. It's, how dare you beg for death?
Oh!
Failure! Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah, we're seeing a lot of jumping punches from Boki. That's not very Shang of him. Yo, Vorpax
nice
win.
answer.
Vorpax DLC?
The worst. One of the worst MK characters that ever existed was Vorpax. Oh, I hated her.
Final
Shouts to Kriya.
fight.
Kriya was much cooler than Vorpax. However, the character was a bit ruined because the actor I saw first in Austin Powers before Mortal Kombat Conquest, I must admit.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Which is in the first film.
Ooh, I like
Christ,
that. I like that
pretending
attempt from Derby, trying to cover ground with instant dive kick, but I'm meant to be in a mistimed BT. Loki's taken a lot of damage before there. Ooh, big damage,
Right, knocked
300. Oh, okay.
Cancel on wake up. Oh, just caught by the raw 114. You've never heard of the character? You gotta watch more.
Oh no!
Clipped.
It's tragic how a game that clean can come down to the forbidden crushing blow.
Absolutely. You can only assume he was expecting a stagger or something.
Now the question is, do we see? I mean, this is make or break time for Derpy
This
now, though,
is the
'cause
nature. If you're going to play a game of counter picks and you lose the first game, you're
Yeah,
in an awkward
exactly.
spot.
That's what it's all about. If you wanna, because the thing is, Derpy is the one that went for the first counter pick and it didn't work out. Derpy went for this exact counter pick, it didn't work, and then went back to Lao. But losing that first game and winning with Lao gave Boki the chance to do it back with the advantage. Oh, okay. Now, I know Derpy has been working on a sub for a while, so this is an interesting idea. Red Sub-Zero, no less.
I like it.
It's that Ermac, that yellow Ermac. That green
Now he
Sub-Zero.
does. Yeah, he does play. He does play a pretty mean Dead of Winter, and he's been grinding it for a while. He was even thinking about using it at the LCQ. Is how long he's been grinding this character. And against Shang, probably feels like he has a better chart. Sorry. Both players going in for the game with counter picks, and we'll see if Derpy can bring this one out. He is getting zoned almost immediately, though, caught by these corpse drops. That's a lot of unnecessary damage to take. Deep freeze. One bar's already been spent. But Boki with the lead. He's going to get caught. Yeah, and we just keep the damage nice and traditional. But he overcommits to a forward two. Boki just making the right defensive call.
I mean, that's definitely been the name of the game this entire set, though, is mistimed meaties. Or, like, risky meaties at the very least. Saw the same thing from Boki before in this round. They have to beginning to escape Derpy here. Can no longer afford to trade. Oh, actually manages to just sneak in the right one. But unfortunately, the only bits of damage Derpy got in that entire game were two amplified ice balls, and it wasn't enough. The damage just wasn't there.
Looks like right now the Sub-Zero pick hasn't quite worked out for Derpy. Boki now on match point.
Oh, another empty jump attempt. Boki, big fan of those point-blank empty jumps. I mean, like, empty jumping at that range is good, because obviously, like, if you're going to lose to anti-cross-ups, you're going to lose anyway, and that makes you safe to flawless block anti-airs.
Derpy just looking pretty lost in this matchup, to be honest.
Oh,
I'm not really sure the
Shambhala.
Sub-Zero match. Yeah, I don't know if the Sub-Zero really was worth picking. It just doesn't really seem like he's getting that much bang for his buck. The only thing he would arguably have used here was the deep freeze, and even that, he's only really got one of them. Oh my god!
Oh, what a miss, Derpy. Okay, here's another chance.
Restand, good throw escape. Anti-air attempt. This is Shang Tsung we're talking about. Very rare.
You know, Derpy, he has to watch out for these. Any ground eruption that hits now is dead. Tries to catapult fatal blow. It doesn't work out.
This is scary for him now.
Okay, Boki spending both bars on the fire. Haven't seen that in a
Can't
while.
get hit by a single corpse drop, and that is exactly what I was worried about. You can power through the straight projectiles, but you're not going to power through the corpse drop in that situation. And Boki just winning the game of characters right there. You can see why he went with Sub-Zero, but I just don't really think it gave him the edge he was looking for. Because it was closer with Kung Lao than it was Sub-Zero.
But that's what happens. It's like you said before. That's the game of counterpick. If you're gonna try and counterpick, you have to win. Especially in the best of 5, you have to win game 1. Because if you try and counterpick and it doesn't work, and then you yourself in a situation to get counterpicked, like we saw there with the Shang versus Lao, didn't work out. Then Lao, it did. Then Shang versus Lao, opposite. Obviously there, Boki has the huge advantage from that point. If you're going to try and play that game, you have to make sure you win it. And unfortunately, that is what went wrong for Derpy. And he now drops down to loser's side as Boki gets through winner's side. Top 8. Congratulations to Boki.
Julia, look, talks so much shit on Boki's behalf. Have you been reading
No,
chat?
it's great. It's great. It's like the Paul Bearer. The Trish
Yeah, she's
Stratus
definitely up
to the...
Paul Bearer.
Was it Edge? It was Edge, or was it the Hardy Boys?
I don't know.
No, not Trish. I'm thinking of Lita. Who was Lita, like, with a stable?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was Lita and the Hardy Boys, wasn't it? Lita was one of the Hardy Boys stable. I'm sure it was. Yeah, it was Lita.
Appreciate
You
the
know it,
enthusiasm.
Genki. You know it.
I appreciate the enthusiasm.
All right, that means
Boki making top 8 winners.
our last winner side top 8 qualifier is Damaster versus Mercer. So let's get this underway. While we get this lobby underway, guys, I'm going to play a quick 60-second ad. Obviously, it helps the stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in for it. Thank you very much. Obviously, not all of you will get the ad, especially those of you watching on YouTube, but it helps. So I'm going to play a 60-second ad while this lobby goes up.
Muffin, those were the dark days of WWE, man. I really did not like that at all.
I remember we were playing one of the... Was it GameCube? I think it was Day of Reckoning 2 we were playing. And that was the first game where they added the bra and panties match. And
That's so bad.
Our mum...
So stupid.
Our mum had never watched us play a wrestling game, right? The one time she was like hoovering and she came in was the one time we played one of those to see what it was like.
I just can't believe
I've
that
never felt
was
so
ever a
uncomfortable.
thing. I know, no, because it is uncomfortable. I don't really understand. Wait a minute. Ads? Neutronic, you do understand that... Bruh, that's a rabbit hole I have no interest in going down. I want to quickly raise the point that you are sitting here watching a tournament league that has been funded by us and funded by our very generous community. It is completely free to watch, obviously. Understandable. It's free entertainment and stuff. You have to contribute nothing to enjoy it. And then one ad gets played, and it's ads. Can't believe it. Oh, yeah, free to enter $2,000 plus tournament that you can watch for free and compete in for free and enjoy it for free. And you see one ad, and you're like, ads. Can't believe it. Come on, man. Come on. You sit through like 30
What more do
seconds
you
or
want? Give me a
something.
break!
This is the madness. Absolute madness. However, another game for winner's side top 8. Mercer, you guys, you know what it's time for? You know what it's time for? Give me those emotes. Let me see it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Every time someone complains about an ad, I might run another one. Even if it's in the middle of a game.
right at the end of a match. Right at the end of a game. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Aquaman. Your opinion has been noted. I will write it down on a official feedback form.
Shaolin trap done.
And then throw it in the trash. That's what I'm talking about, stream. People watching this on YouTube will not be able to see the absolute plethora of passport photo scorpion emotes
It's
being
alright.
spammed in the chat
I'll
right
make
now.
sure. I'll make sure. Don't worry.
Is it just there?
It will
Okay,
be ready,
You're covering
it will
up.
be ready.
You're covering up with meter.
It's alright.
Okay,
It's
there
alright.
we
It's
go.
alright. It's alright. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm fine.
We got it. Anyway, Damaster, looking real good today with that upgraded.
I'm just saying, if you don't want to see the ads, you can always subscribe, and then you won't get them anymore.
Yeah, simple fix, man.
Yeah, easy. just sub to the chat, and you'll never watch any ads again.
Oh dear.
It's like
This is
one of those weird, like, dodgy internet ads. It's like, don't like the ads? You'll never believe this easy fix.
Subscribe to me.
Imagine if you deliberately don't sub because you want to watch the ads. I like the ads. I'm sorry. I don't, it's alright, but I'd rather watch the ads. Now, you guys are the
Hang on a
best.
minute. It'll blow.
Ooh.
Ouch. Thank you so much. Deck or Deek?
Deek. It is Deek.
Is it Deek? It is
It is
Deek.
Deek.
Okay, cool.
I remember because
Thank
I
you very
too
much.
asked this question once upon a time.
Thank you so much for the gifted subs. That's a round 1 for Mercer.
Round
Bring out your passports.
Thank you very much for the gift, man. Much appreciated.
Oh, another clip. But the biggest thing about the way Mercer plays Scorpion is that there is just no care in the world. The way he approaches this. Like, he absolutely plays, like, with his heart on his sleeve, and every single decision he makes is very often a balls-to-the-wall decision.
That's the scary thing about fighting Mercer, because you never know what he's willing to do. Because he will absolutely, right as you think, surely he wouldn't do XYZ. He's probably already inputting it. You can never,
exactly.
It's so hard to read someone like that is willing to play so dangerously, but it works for him. You know, here he is, winner's side top 16, one game away, one set away, I should say, from winner's top 8. You know, he got close last time.
What is the current pot for Massive Strike? It is £1,000 plus $1,180. So we've surpassed the $2,000 mark. It is a combination of two currencies at the moment. Someone have to chuck it into a converter, but we have at least surpassed $2,000 as a basic rule. How is the money split? That will be yet to be revealed. However, all of top 8, everyone who makes it into the top 8 finals, by the way, game 1, nice and comfortable there for Mercer. Everyone who qualifies for top 8 will get some of that money. All 8 get payout. Oh, Mercury Drive, the flat hot dog. Oh, who sat
on Harvey? Not great. Yo, that shot right there with unmasked Scorpion looks sick. Look at that face. That is fire.
I prefer the passport face.
Oh, speaking of which, hang on.
I actually think the emote version is a high... No, Jake! No, not again! No!
It's Mercer's fault. I mean, look, it's his account. It's his profile.
It is. This is no escape. There's no escape.
Special forces.
There's someone out there somewhere that uses this.
That
What if Mercer is sitting there week by week thinking, like, I really don't know why these idiots find this so funny. I've had this for years.
Well, there are definitely people watching that are like, it's not funny. Why are they focused on it?
And if you don't find it funny, we'll force you to find it funny later.
Yes.
By just constantly
force the joke on
to
you
it.
so much, you'll have no choice but to eventually see the humor in it.
That's a good plan. Oh my god, people are giving this emote hats in the chat by combining them.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
Oh my god! He just did a raw amplified teleport and the second hit just hit clean. This is like this is a Combat League match right now, man. And I respect it so much.
Yo, low-key, Scorpion benefits from interactables more than almost anyone in the game. Because, like, most characters don't even get a tick throw from command grab interactables, yet here is Scorpion with back 1 every time. I think, like, does forward 3 tick as well? Or is it just back 1? I'm sure forward 3 does as well, right?
Uh-oh, and now he's throwing out back 3 just for the mix-up. Oh my god, dude! His decision-making, everything he does seems so layer 1, but it always works.
Okay, it's just back 1, but that's even that's enough. Because back 1 leads to a safe mid-string, so you're used to blocking back 1. Like, oh, that's alright, I'll just hold it. Wait for the -5. This is a tournament, yes, this is Massive Strike Week 2. We're top 16 winners. This is for top 8 winners.
How do you get this combat card? I don't know, but I want chat to find out so that everyone can start using it.
When I got the image off MK Warehouse for the emote, it was under story icons, so it might be a story playthrough thing.
Oh, yo, what if you get it when Scorpion dies? Spoilers, sorry. what if you get that? What if you get that right as Scorpion dies?
That is not the order to say that. What if you get it when Scorpion dies? Oh, spoilers, sorry.
Yeah,
saying it after really helps.
Guys, it's been a year. I don't care anymore, sorry.
I mean, but to be fair.
Yo, there's the low. But this is Mercer we're talking about! I can't believe it worked! Oh.
If he got that spear, that probably would have killed if he fatal blowed.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, I'm so glad we turned this into
Oh my
an emote.
god!
I know, because Damaster, he blocks the jump in and the teleport gets him. Like, he is getting shook by this.
No, I could have swore that Mercer's playing Searing Rage the way we're never seeing a teleport cancel, but they still... There we go! And that's the scary thing. What makes Mercer's teleport cancels so much scarier is the willingness to not cancel them. That's what makes it scary.
Sorry, add them back in chat.
Wasted.
I'm so glad.
I literally knew this emote. And guys on YouTube are probably like, I can't see. What are they talking about? What's so funny?
No one will know. No one will know on YouTube. And if you are, I'm so sorry. If you're watching this, like, why aren't they commentating? It's too funny, man. I'm just enjoying watching Mercer do his thing, dude.
This is the worst kind of thing to play against because it's the most tilting thing. No!
Yes!
How many of these teleports, I wonder, if we were to put Mercer under a lie detector test and we were to say, did you mean to do all of these or did you try and cancel and sometimes it didn't come out? How much do you reckon it'd get?
All of them.
All of them. All intentional. Yo, I love it. I love it. Mercer, he does not give a collective shit about your feelings.
Ben CS, thank you very much for the Twitch sub.
Hey guys, if
Thank
you want
you
to
for
join
subscribing.
in the Passport Scorpion Rampage in Twitch chat, you know, for a subscription of $4.99 a month to twitch.tv/PNDK&M, you too can do it in every chat. And Discord also.
Passport party.
Yo, I want Mercer to qualify for finals with this. I want it.
Also, guys, have you noticed that since last week, Mercer now has a skin that has taken Scorpion's mask off?
Oh no!
So he
is it
looks more like Passport Scorpion in the flesh. Have you noticed that? Because I've definitely noticed that. In fact, I think he's. I'm
he
gonna
made
go out
it
on a
match?
limb. I am going to go out on a limb, and I think he has now tried to make his Scorpion match the Passport photo. Oh!
I mean, but at the same time, like, all jokes aside, imagine being Damaster in the situation, because we've all been there, against a Scorpion with the craziest decision-making, the most unsafe tactics, but it works, and you can't help but sit there and think to yourself, why am I getting hit by this? But then you'll block, and he'll cancel the teleport, and you'll get thrown, and you'll guess the wrong direction, and it just adds up. This is one of the most stressful situations to be in, and Mercer is putting on the absolute masterclass of how this style of Scorpion can be the most irritating thing to deal with.
It's kind of like MK11's version of Inferno Scorpion, but
Yeah,
more
it is.
tournament legit. It's more legit, though. What bracket is this? This is winner's side top 16. If Mercer wins this round, he's going to get a dominant 3-0 and make it into winner's side top 8. Uh-oh. Partying a bit too hard with that down 2.
Plus frames, good me. Oh, and he tried to disrespect. He just tried to raw teleport out of plus frames. Oh, but that whiffed.
All right, clean round. And momentum stealing. That's what Damaster needed. He needs to get back in this fight, but he's got to get himself in the mental game too. And that kind of round is the ticket for that.
Damn, I almost forgot that Damaster was playing upgraded because he just hasn't been in a situation to go for these leaps at a single time.
I mean, he's had no presence. That's a nice combo. 30% chunky. Oh, empty jump down 1. The blast. Side switch as well. Grease kick. Amplify. There's no breakaway. Oh, he drops it. Tries to squeeze in a down 1. Oh, no. This is Scorpion we're talking about. You have to use it.
But he's still got
now
2 bars.
Mercer-
He's still got 2 bars. The cancel. Crucial throw escape.
Yeah, don't get hit by a spear, mate. Yeah, it might be game over if you get hit by a spear from far away now.
I mean, he hasn't got breakaway, right? Spear amp into teleport. He cannot,
Get hit by one. Yeah, if he gets hit, it's game over. If he's far away, of course. He needs the crushing blow. Another tech. Good stuff. Mercer playing hit and run. Happy to sit and block for now. What? That was actually a really risky low, to be honest with you. It was quite far away.
Okay. No, this is put him in fatal blow territory. One more layer. Added the confirm on the jump back kick. Oh my days, Mercer. That wake up jump forward not only just clipped a jump kick, the late confirm for the fatal blow. That was clean. My goodness, that was sick. And there it is.
Absolute fantastic games. And the second he got fatal blow, that entire thing just shifted. The entire balance of it was shifted.
Da, 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 da.
Fatality. Scorpion wins.
God's sake.
My goodness.
Never not going to show it as long as Mercer is on the screen. Yo, if Mercer qualifies for the finals, like that's going to be all top 8 long.
My goodness.
Guarantee it. You guarantee it that we're going to see it. But that does mean that our winner's side top 8 is actually set. So our winner's side top 8, let me consult the bracket. Let me go back and check the bracket.
We have our losers.
And I'll read out the winners' matches.
We have 2 losers top 8 qualifiers ready to go. We have Sonic Ninja versus MK Azerbaijan, and then Derpy versus Nivek. So we'll get Sonic Ninja and MK Azerbaijan up now.
Sure. And I need to mention our top 8 winners is decided. Ooh. So our first matchup of that top 8 winners is going to be Mercer versus Arn Kratos as the first matchup. And then Sikander versus Boki is our second winner's
Oh,
side match.
that is an interesting sounding one. Because Boki, like, that is a style. I actually feel like it's fair to say that Sikander and Boki, I actually feel like they play quite similar. With, like, in terms of just when they're willing to go crazy, but fundamentally how they can play reserved if need be. You know what I mean? And they have the right characters for it. I think Boki and Sikander play quite similar. Now, we're just waiting on Sonic Ninja and MK versus... MK versus? MK, I was about to say MK versus Azerbaijan. That's a crossover game that'd be weird to see. Right, we are very close to top 8 though, my friends. We are very close. We are the next 4 games will all be loser side top 8 qualifiers. And then we will be ready to go for top 8. We are making good time today, actually. Almost exactly what I wanted.
Our entire purpose was to try and make this stream a bit more, I think, streamlined, mainly for the player experience. I know Do Basic of all people got quite tired. I would hate it for like Russians and like Eastern Europeans to have to finish playing at like midnight or 1 a.m. Right? It's just, it's not great. So we'll do what we can to play it, because at the end of the day, they're gonna be long days because they're an entire tournament every day. But at the same time, you know, we don't want to take the piss and have people playing for like 14 hours, because I've done shows like on the commentary desk that have taken like 12 hours, 14 hours, and yeah, you do lose your steam, and I don't want players to have to deal with that as well if we can help it. Right, Sonic Ninja, are you there, my friend? Paging Mr. Sonic Ninja. Can the players please make all matches 2 out of 3 so Ryan has to make the difficult decision of to commentate or grab his food? Ryan, don't order chicken in the middle of top 8 again, please. Bro, I was hungry. And it was about 10 p.m.
You don't understand. I wanted to eat it.
Hey, look, it's ordering chicken last week. It's going to the toilet this week.
But is that where it ends, or do you have more tricks up your sleeve?
I think I'll just disappear.
Pepsi Max Cherry, right? And there are carbonated beverages available that aren't this. You know, I'm not sponsored. Might be the greatest sugar-free fizzy drink. Where is Sonic Ninja? I very much desire to speak with him.
He has fallen into shadow. Nah, I'm alright, Emma.
Ryan.
What?
She wasn't talking to you, you idiot.
No, I know. Jake, we're not in the same house.
Yeah, I know. But the best way of calling out a bad joke is to pretend that you don't get... You know what I mean? I got it, but if you thought I didn't get it, then you have to explain it.
No, I don't know what you mean. Can you explain it?
No. Yo, Sonic Ninja, where are you, my dude? Let's say my bro, but my bro is right here, and I don't respect him very much at the moment.
I don't respect you either, Jake. In fact, I think you're a clown.
Ryan is stupid, and I don't respect him.
I am going to eat this Malteser. Button.
I need to get me a camera like that, because I'm on a webcam, and if I was to zoom it in, it would, like, the frame rate would tank. Yeah, I'm on a Logitech Brio. This shit is supposed to be top of the line, but it ain't nothing compared to a video camera. Yeah, where's Sonic Ninja? I'm going to play an ad while we wait for him. I'm going to play an ad while we wait for Sonic Ninja. Be right back, guys. I've also turned off your stupid camera for a few seconds, you idiot. You wish you had a twin, bro? You can have mine.
Stop chewing on cam.
Right,
no.
Don't do it. I knew you were going to chew into the mic out of spite, and I just preemptively want to tell you, please don't do that.
I didn't do it.
I would like to...
I didn't do it. Not everyone gets ads. It depends on where you are sometimes.
You're a huge fan of us? Well, thanks, mate. Ads.
How hard is it to commentate? I mean, look. I am. I'm trying not to chew into the mic.
Yo, it worked! I played an ad and Sonic Ninja showed up. He was waiting. Oh, the benefit. He was just waiting for us to do it. Right, guys, our loser side top 8 qualifiers are all ready. We have Derpy versus Nivek, Asadamata versus Orp, Sonic Ninja and Azerbaijan, and Damaster and Puha. So, we are on the way, en route, my dudes. You didn't see an ad? You don't see an ad obviously, if you have ad block, you won't see it. Subs don't see ads, and certain regions don't see them anyway. So, it's up in the air. But for those that do see ads, it helps us a lot. Especially when we have the, I want to say, just 1 second, shouts to over 1,200 viewers right now, tuning in, supporting the show, having a good time, I hope. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you much.
I'm still connecting to match, by the way.
You're in the lobby on my screen.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm at AFK now. So what do we think? Sonya versus Cabal?
I hope so. It would be nice to be able to see Sonic Ninja play as main.
I'm happy to see so many of you tuning in, hopefully enjoying the show. We have 4 more matches until we get into top 8, which is going to be played pretty much immediately afterwards, as is the nature of a one-day tournament. But remember, 3 players will qualify for our Massive Strike finals. Jake, the fact that text on the right, top right-hand side isn't center really tilts me.
Oh, the different length of names changes it.
I know, but
I can't be held accountable for these long names. When I go from Boki to MK Azerbaijan. Get off my case! Leave me alone!
Leave it be!
Sonic Ninja has one of the worst Cabal costumes I've ever seen. Classic mask, good, but that hair and costume... I don't know about that.
What about shade? What shade to throw? So this matchup, certainly a matchup that both players are going to be experienced in. But ultimately, the biggest thing about Sonic Ninja is just how patient he can be. Matchups like Shang Tsung will obviously be a lot more difficult for him because you're not allowed to be patient in that kind of matchup. However, Sonic Ninja...
Cabal, low-key, one of the stronger characters at just slowing the game down completely.
Oh, dear. This is the spins, so every Nomad dash is just going to lead to chunky damage.
Especially against Sonya, where she has that little bit less, so it's going to be more than it looks like, too.
Fight.
We have to remember this is no holds barred. Azerbaijan much prefers this variation. It really comes down to that jump in. He loves the extra jump in and the damage. Well, I guess the different variations that you can get off of the crushing blows. I know Ringmaster doesn't exactly struggle for damage either, but
I mean, no holds barred, like, it doesn't tickle, but it still needs the corner to really maximize. And even then, it's not going to do as much as Ringmaster, but it's more about those point-blank options. But point-blank options that I don't see you being able to use as much against Cabal. Especially right here, when we can see that Sonic Ninja more than willing to wait it out. Oh, that would have been a sick pickup.
For no meter spent, too. Obviously, if Sonic Ninja amplified that, he would have picked up. Good jump in. Nice.
You'll be seeing a lot of respect, though, because these are 2 characters that can make
dead,
themselves...
surely.
I mean, he's probably is, yeah. I think he's definitely... Yeah, he's super dead.
Oh, God. Chunk damage.
There's another 2 characters that finds themselves... well, I mean, maybe not safe as much for Sonya, but with a lot of what you see used generally. Safe, but minus, which obviously opens up that flawless block mine game that we know Sonic Ninja is more than happy to play around, but at the same time, Azerbaijan's done a few of those in his time. At the very least today. I do wonder how much of that we're going to see.
This is a EU and CIS tournament. For those in chat currently asking.
I hate seeing
EU and
I hate seeing EU plus Britain and knowing that I'm not allowed to say it's EU anymore. It's like, I get it. It's true, but you shouldn't say it.
Yes. I'm very not looking forward to the potential travel woes we will encounter next year if all of this is blown over.
Woes? We can't leave our houses, let alone the
well,
UK.
You know, I mean, it's a different story,
My
isn't
travel
it?
woes are going to the shop at the moment.
God. It's so tragic that you are correct.
Round 1. Fight.
You're just thankful that my Cassie isn't in this most. Why would I care? I want you to enter my tournament. Why would I be thankful that someone didn't enter my tournament?
I don't give a shit.
I want you to enter it.
Sorry. I didn't mean for that to come out like so bad.
I don't fucking care, do you?
Huh? Oh, dearie me. But we have an even round 1 here.
Ooh.
And that back 1 into Saw just looks like it exists to give up a down 1. Like, it just exists to steal a down 1 away.
I mean, to be fair, Sonic Ninja just doing back 1 into Saw Toss is definitely something that I saw him do more than others. Kind of coin that buffered tech right there, the back 1. Don't see it as often, but it's safe.
Oh, she's taking so much damage. Right, there's that breakaway. And with no breakaway, you are a slave to the mix-up. There's that push back. Energy rings will look pretty good here. Fatal Blow's in play. All it takes is one clean hit there for Sonic Ninja. Fatal Blow's going to do it. If it's even necessary.
Oh, a walk-up grab. Sonic Ninja bet it all on a final read in Azerbaijan. It was dangerous to do that, right? Cabal with a plethora of mids, so had he done any of them there, would have meant certain death. But Azerbaijan made the big read and paid off. How do you get tower keys? I don't know. And considering this is a tournament stream, I can't imagine you'll get an answer. But if anyone knows, help the boy out. Everything I've done in the tower has literally just been for skins. I've never looked anything beyond what is just there to play.
Now, I will admit, I am over the moon that our viewership is pretty much identical to that of the Colosseum, because the Colosseum is our biggest inspiration behind this whole thing. So I feel like there's very much a dedicated Twitch audience at kind of all hours of the day. I know it's getting later in the day now, so a lot of North America is starting to wake up, which is a big audience for competitive. But even then, the fact that EU and CIS have had their own version of this online league style, and it's doing just as well. It really warms my heart, and he goes for it just to squeeze out extra.
Oh, I like the choice there, because he could have gone for this straight away and maybe killed. But this way, you're guaranteed the fatal blow off of the amplified saw, or amplified pop-up, I should say, you know, the hook slam. So doing that gave Azerbaijan the opportunity to maybe try and go for a breakaway if he didn't think it would kill, which would not only win the round for Sonic Ninja, but also make sure that Azerbaijan went into this round without the defensive bar. But Azerbaijan, he conceded it. He knew it was going to be done. And now both players left without that fatal blow. I have watched it, Flavor. Yes, I don't think Ryan has. But I thought it was great.
Yeah, I wanted to get it on physical, but apparently it's quite tricky to get it on physical at the moment. I don't know if it's the same now, but I think I'm going to bite the bullet and just get it digital at last, so I can finally watch the damn thing. Bajan, be kind of careful here. I mean, I understand he's playing a lot of respect, because so many mids that Cabal can throw out from that range.
Oh, and there's that last minute delay into the saw. Oh, commitment!
Massive whiff.
Speaking of which, the counter hit! Can he kill without... He might actually be dead. That's 950. No, not quite. Oh, I don't think there's anything he can do.
Play the range
game.
Hang
on a minute. No! Azerbaijan! You can't dash in that! He tried to wave dash through the cloud, but you can't, so he just hit it like a brick wall. I can't believe it. He must have just forgotten that you can't. He must have just forgot that you can't dash in the cloud. So he just hit it like a brick wall, but I don't think he was ready for it. Because to be fair, I want to go on record and say that... I want to go on record and say that that is probably one of the most bloated individual moves in the game, is the EX Gas Cloud, because it does damage over time, it heals him, it gives you more damage, it means they can't dash, it makes things safe, it is multi-hitting with chip damage with no gap. It is literally the one-size-fits-all move, and Sonic Ninja is so good, especially out of like, all the Cabals. There are so many good Cabal players, but I think Sonic Ninja's use of EX Gas is just the best I've seen it. He just always uses it at the right time. Although in that situation, that was definitely more... Azerbaijan lost that more than Sonic Ninja won it, you know what I mean? That was just a big mistake on his part. Yo, he's got that cotton candy bait. We've all been there. You walk past someone on the street, and there's an entire just gas cloud appears out of them, and it just blows in your face.
There's something really gross. There's something really disgusting about a giant gas cloud that just smells like cheap bubblegum, though, I will admit. I'm not a fan of vape.
That came out of you, or whoever did it.
God.
Like,
I know.
Bro, I don't want to deal with that.
No good. But, Sonic Ninja healing up a little bit thanks to the vape. That's probably blueberry vape, I think.
Yeah, but they all smell the same. It's just sugar and chemical.
Yeah. Oh.
Chocolate vape.
Oh, chocolate vape. Treacle tart vape.
Treacle vape. Syrup.
Bacon vape.
I don't understand that though. So, you know these food smells that you definitely don't want on your breath? Let's make vape out of them.
Mint vape. That's it. That's the solution. Mint vape.
Literally just, yeah, mint vape, peppermint vape, and be done with it.
Confirm. Nice. Ooh, vape. Vape.
Oh! Ultimate vape attack. Supreme.
Double vape, triple vape, quad vape.
Yo, she is a hair away from saying, "Excuse me, sir, do you realize I don't want to inhale this?"
She's like, dude, stop it. Don't fucking vape on the pizza.
Oh, the low, no. Oh, the interruption. But no fatal blow, he could have killed. Oh,
No! Oh, that hurts so much.
Our Sonic Ninja there, the knowledge, could have gone for fatal blow to guarantee, but no. Crushing blow is worth using more. Keep the fatal blow for a rainy day. Oh, no confirm.
Vape time. Sorry, it's in my head now.
It's all I see.
All I see now is the vape, because it's the same size of a cloud when someone vapes.
Yeah, that's the joke. That's why it's funny. That's why I've been talking about it for the last 2 minutes. Let it go. Oh, no trip guard.
Thank you. Amy just come up with a cup of tea. MVP.
I thought you were thanking me. It's like, you're welcome.
No, I'm just taking the cup.
I wonder if Sonic Ninja was
point.
worried about flawless blocks here. Tries to disrespect. Oh,
But this is Cabal.
the micro duck. Oh!
Oh no! Oh,
That was
dear.
the scoopiest scoop uppercut. Oh, Sonic Ninja playing quite impatient here now. Definitely wants to close this out. Really fishing for that fatal blow, which he will get, and he will secure. Unfortunately, eliminating MK Azerbaijan from the tournament, but getting himself in that loser's top 8 on the back of a confirm. You could tell Sonic Ninja, he was looking for that fatal blow for the last, like, 15 seconds of that game. Found the opportunity, and there it is. The Achilles cut. Incoming. Ooh, oh, no, the leave. The quit.
Right at the worst time. Right at the worst. Dude, that's the money shot right there.
Oh, you can hear it. Gross. Absolutely disgusting.
Fatality. Cabal
Nice.
wins.
Right, and that means that that's one of our losers' top 8 guaranteed. Now we have... we will do Aso Damatsa versus Orp next.
Acid Master and Orp. Interesting. Remember, we have Puha versus Demaster up next as well. And then Derpy versus Nivek for that final shot at the top 8 losers side.
Yeah, NRS Sam, that's actually a really interesting video on YouTube of like the audio department creating sound effects for one of the
Bell
fatalities.
peppers are really
Yeah.
good for it.
But that's a really interesting part of game development that I don't think gets enough credit is like sound effects. Because like obviously we all love music, but sound effects and atmosphere is super important. Right,
Especially in a game like
Aso
MK.
and Orp. Let's go. Aso Damatsa and Orp. Right. So I'm seeing a lot of UK boys getting pretty far this time.
Sit down, Cassandra. Prime.
Oh, blimey. Yeah, you know what I really craved yesterday? Because Emma went to the shop. We don't go to the shop often. I craved supermarket, you know, just generic 4-pack supermarket blueberry muffins. The ones that they definitely just freeze overnight. AFK, by the way, we're in the lobby. That's what I really craved yesterday. And Emma and I were watching horror movies on Netflix.
What do you crave?
Blueberry muffins, the supermarket 4-pack. You know,
They're really good, aren't they?
They are.
I do know what you mean.
I had 2 and felt like it was too much. It was like I forgot how sickly they were, but oh,
I had
exactly
exactly
what I was in the mood for.
with jam tarts.
Oh, you mean like granny jam tarts?
Yep.
Like the
My dinner
50p a
yesterday.
pack?
I've had a really good opportunity to cook from fresh a lot this week, which has been good because I obviously it's kind of hard to get fresh often when you're trying to not leave the house.
Yeah.
Going into Katana, by the way, Orp does play Katana.
Yes, definitely a good answer to... I actually feel like Katana is becoming more of like a specific choice for specific characters. And it's usually across either Fearless or Highborn, but even then Fanfare. I actually feel like Katana's really blending into a really interesting spot in the game's meta right now.
Highborn this time round, though. Man, yeah. Yesterday's dinner was nostalgic, Jake. It was spaghetti and meat sauce and then jam tarts at the end. It was like
Damn,
really like...
that is like straight out of
childhood.
1999.
Yeah, man,
EastEnders
that's
on the
it.
telly.
My mum would be proud.
Robot Wars after school.
6 p.m. after The Simpsons. Good times. Anyway, what's also good times is... Ooh, bad dive kick. Conversion. Bit of damage now. Here comes Orp with the pressure. Hang on. And Asso just freezing up here.
Orp sponsor? What is the sponsor tag? What should I be putting on?
Is Orp still sponsored? I completely forgot you. I forgot
Usually
you
it
was
is, but it's a different team I've seen. Aura, right, Aura.
Ah!
Aura
Yeah, sorry
Orp.
guys. Let's correct that. Aura Orp, that sounds like a JoJo reference. Aura.
Round 2. Fight.
You still need to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, by the way, Jake.
I do. It's on Netflix. I have no excuse.
Is it? Oh, it's on Netflix now. Hell
But
yeah.
instead, we watched Sinister, and then we ruined it by watching Sinister 2.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
We watched Sinister 1, we were like, damn, this is great. This is really interesting. And then we watched Sinister 2, and it's like, damn, it ruined everything. Anyway, enough of that. That's a rabbit hole I'll go down another time. OS,
Yeah.
confirm.
Random
Big jump
coming.
kick.
Wonderful down 2 for the extra chunk of damage.
Oh, instant
Orp
jump
with
there
the-
from
yeah,
Orp
yeah.
trying to catch
You
something.
can tell
quick.
he's an Injustice player. Ooh, ah. Love the pressure. A little bit of a preemptive dive
Ooh.
kick and a great punish. Actually, not a huge amount of damage. That's the issue with the no bar. Centurion is quite meter intensive outside of crushing blows to land damage. And now Orp. Bit of a lifeline here. Small punish. I mean, an opportunity to escape. Could have been closer. Wait, there's a... Oh my god, Foxy. I only thought there was one film. I only thought there was one of those movies.
How can you make a sequel out of something that's based on true story when the true
3
story
sequels.
ended at the first film?
Well, yeah, that's really odd. Yeah, that's really bizarre. I only thought there was one. It's got that same group of actors that played in every
Just
kind
take
of
the
like...
same actors in every film,
Yeah,
and they're
that's like
pretty
that's
much
where-
playing themselves again all the time.
same characters in every movie. That's Fast and Furious, but the UK.
Now you see Aston Martin, he really wants to keep this respect. It's weird playing, ever since the patch that changed the block stun buffer window for pressing buttons out of it, Highborn got a lot different. You can't really play it for the same kind of like turn-steely way, like right there, where you go for chip damage fans into buttons. You can't really do that as much now, but she still excels at long range. The seeking side, when it's on the screen, is really useful. Obviously, it's still like, it's low risk, relatively low reward, but it's all safe a lot of the time, right? Oh!
That hurts. Meaty. Chip for days. Comeback as possible from Asso, but he has to work really hard for this one. Orp. Nice throw escape.
Long
He
range
tried.
pokes. Has to watch out that teleport. He can't afford to take the chip, and there it is, down 4. Very hard to avoid chip death from Kitana. He has those long range pokes, especially the razors, teleport. Highborn, very hard to avoid that chip damage at the end.
Game 1 in the bag.
But it's nice how Highborn still has that place, right? Because I remember hearing a lot of people would immediately after that patch saying that Highborn was dead, because maybe that was the way that they would want to play more, is like kind of like playing around the chip, playing around the game of when am I going to let it go? Am I going to get a poke and jail it into more chip? But as that style became less effective thanks to the patch, the neutral control kind of explored and opened up a bit more. So you're now seeing Kitana used more against like the Johnny Cage. Here we're seeing it against the Cetrion. It's not the first time we've seen it picked here. It's like she has such good neutral with the variations now. There are characters that neutral becomes very oppressive against. And it's nice to see that it's working here again against Asso, who, you know, absolute top-level European player. Orp has really been putting on that grind. One of the more younger, up-and-coming players from Scotland.
Man, I tell you what.
It would be nice to
Orp
see
has
him get
been
this win.
hungry. He's
in,
been really hungry since Injustice 2. And MK11, he's really come out of his shell because his biggest letdown was always tournament nerves. And there's always something about the nature of an online tournament where I think those tournament nerves are not going to be as apparent because you are at least in your comfort zone. Tries to go for somewhat of a shimmy right there. Walk up, walk back twice. But now,
Ooh, the forbidden mix!
Cheeky man. Man, Asso just getting shmixed right now.
But here's the scary thing about Highborn. She still isn't known for massive damage, but it's like chunks non-stop. On block, it's going to be like 5%. On hit, it's going to be a throw or 20, and it's going to loop into itself. Oh, and the miss again.
Ow.
Asso makes the mistake. This is losers. Yes, this is losers top 16. These are the only games left are top 8 qualifiers. Top 8 winners is decided. We are now just trying to see who joins them on the lower bracket. Yo, this black and red Kitana skin is like sick.
That looks really cool. I do like it. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of just black and red because it can look a little bit too edgy for my taste, but it does suit the skin.
Shadow
quite a
the
lot.
Hedgehog. What?
Yeah, why did he need a motorbike, man?
And guns. They gave him literal guns.
Someone went somewhere, guys, how can we make Shadow the Hedgehog more badass? And someone goes, motorbike and guns. And they went, perfect. That's cooler than Sonic in every way.
Ooh, I don't know what that was from Orb. The walk down on Oki. There we go, that reversal wall. Now, this is definitely better for Asso.
Final round.
Has been looking like it's been a bit dangerous for him, but just like this, 1 round away from tying it up. Uh-oh, counter hit confirmed, crushing blow ready. Uh-oh, that is a bad way to start things off. And there we go.
Answer back.
Perfect. You know what I mean, NQS. I'll say them both. I will appeal to all the audiences. Yes, you were gifted a sub by Thamata Noisha earlier on.
You appeal to, as Electrical Beast would say, ages of all audience.
Oh my god. What a guy.
I actually,
I respect
unironically,
the Let's Play original.
the greatest Let's Player I've ever seen. And I actually say that with
Uh-oh,
my heart.
uh-oh, uh-oh. That is 3 trades Asso really could have avoided. Ooh, he's for it. Ooh, oh. Ooh, what's going on
Hang on.
here?
Watch out for Fatal Blow. Both sides. I mean, it's completely frozen up the pace.
Is that threat? Fatal blow for the catch! That back one of Katana chewing it up, and Asso, the button misses. That's 2-0 now for Orb. 1 game away from making top 8 in the stacked EU bracket.
Strong 2. Yes, Tweedy, the format is top 8 is going to happen pretty much immediately afterwards because it's a 1-day tournament. And the top 3 of this week qualify for the top 8 finals on May 25th.
Week 1 and 2, it's
However,
top 3. Week 3 is top 2, and that makes 8 for finals. And then 4th week is an 8-man double elim finals for prize pot.
we do play the tournament through to completion for purposes of seeding. So determining the seeding and stuff like that. We still have to have a winner of the day, but the top 3 is the one that really matters the most. Yeah, top 3 is going to be extra sweaty because there's 1 less qualification spot, and obviously it's your last chance.
And it's top 2, yeah, that's the crazy thing. It's no longer top 3 guarantees it.
Oxy didn't register today because he forgot. That's literally why. That's the reason.
Fight.
I'm not even joking.
Damn, Orbs used that back one. Katana's back one has got to be one of the strongest mids, honestly. I mean, obviously, it's not the fastest, but advancing, confirmable, safe, crushing blow on it, launches, and, well, one of them, I guess, but at least to a decent chunk in all 3, at least.
Oh, wait, no, it was an anniversary. Yeah, I forgot.
Imagine being friends with the twins and them never linking you to their tournament. Bitch! It was everywhere!
I'm not even going to answer that question. I'm not even going to answer it. I'm not going to answer it. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. Foxy, does one of us need to hold you down and the other one just shoves the tournament in your face for you to see it? Is that the only way you can find out about it?
Yes, fair enough, I guess. Oh, the shimmy attempt by Asso. Patience. I mean, Asso pressing a button here is the way he lets Orb back in, so he's showing a lot of patience here. Oh, and still throws. Oh, that was so good from Asso. Great defense.
Wait, Foxy's just trying to come into the final with the lowest seed to deliver maximum disappointment. Imagine, no, to be fair though, imagine being one. Imagine entering
cute.
all 3. Imagine entering all 3 weeks, and in the final week, you've got to get through Foxy to actually qualify. What a jerk! What a nasty dude to put everyone else through that. With that spam, that filthy, dishonorable spam.
Okay, Asso, this game has been so much better for him here.
But if this variation doesn't quite work out for Orp anymore, he has got the luxury of being able to change if he wants.
I don't see why he would. He's up 2 games. I mean, 1 game now, I guess, but still.
I definitely don't think Foxy's arrogant. He definitely doesn't.
No.
No, not at all. Not at all. We jest. JGB, we jest, mate. It's not a big deal. No one is obliged to compete. And some people don't need to. Like, if you're Foxy, the reality is, mate, you don't really... I'm generally not trying to put him on a pedestal. You don't really need to because he's placed so consistently everywhere, and he's made so much money. It's like, well, you know, he doesn't need to enter everything if he doesn't want to. If that's was what it came down to, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just not a big deal. However, Orp is going in for the Highborn again. I do like watching this rise of Katana.
I mean, to be fair, if there's one week that Foxy would want it anyway, it would be the last one anyway, because then he's got the highest chance to disappoint people. You know what I mean? Revel in the conquest.
Exactly. Revel in the conquest. Oh no, that's a new copy pester.
He doesn't pop off that he won, he pops off that you lost.
Yeah, exactly. No, because Foxy doesn't pop off. That's it. I actually feel bad for Foxy because I think he is the biggest player that
he's the most popped,
no one.
He's the most popped off on player in the NRSFGC.
Yeah, he is the most popped off on player who never pops off on anyone else. To the point where I'm sure there's a part of Foxy it's like, bruh, like, what have I got to do to stop having people just pop off? I win, I shake your hand, it's a GG. You win, yeah, go back to English where you come from, you know? Go back there, spammer, trash, spammer, trash. I win. However, Aso, hang on a minute. I feel like I've been rambling on.
It's taken 10 seconds of rambling for Aso to bring this back big time.
And he's doing a good job of it so far. Oh.
Ooh, that was so good. Is it enough to bring the round back? He has the back one. He has the back one crushing blow. He's got a fatal blow. At this health, it's definitely possible. No. Okay, no. That have connected.
Jake, what was that? Oh, sound like Donkey Kong from N64.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
Round 2.
That guy from Home Improvement.
Oh yeah. What's that called again? It was like.
I don't know.
That has a name. That has a name.
Stop
I don't know what it
listening to
is.
this goddamn new metal.
This is Tool, Dad. Whoa.
Okay, now that's what's really been holding Aso back is the startup, right? Startup of the Vine, startup of Boulder, even startup of Teleport to a degree. And when you get hit by a fan, ooh, but no commitment. There we go.
Ding, ding, ding. Uh-oh. The pain train cometh. Reversal grab. Okay.
But look at that. That was like 3 chunks immediately. And Aso, 1 away from death now. At this point, Aso, he keeps sponging the fans with the barrier, but not enough to stop it completely.
It's a game of, is he prepared to spend a meter of his own to blow through it and then force the trade?
If he does, he gets the crushing blow, it's fine. But if he's that far behind, it's almost not worth it. Speaking of which, though, I don't think anyone's crushing blowed yet, so we are going into this final round stacked.
Oh, remember, this is match point for Orp, and a great result it would be, but I always talk about Orp that sometimes, like, the tournament's pressure gets to him, where if he's match point up, you know he's the #1 person that's telling himself, hang on a minute, I'm match point up. And, like, you have to be able to forget about it.
Uh-oh. That's where it gets dangerous, though, teleporting to throw. That's the kind of stuff that really relies on you being a bit ropey. Okay, there we go.
Grab.
Orp, he's finding a throw at a time is a good way of just chunking this down. Good.
Wonderful pacing. Like, the good spacing there from Orp. Has to take his turn. Punish.
Oh, again, the low, but no commitment. Orp hasn't got that confidence.
Dude, the amount of damage he would have got if he actually committed to that. This is a scary moment for Aso. Highborn, it's unbreakable central if you get opened up.
And now they've both got fatal blow. This is one hit kill territory potentially now.
You cannot get opened up either way.
He thinks it, but he will.
They both played that game at the end of, I am going to press the button and you're going to get hit. They had the same idea. It's just frames earlier. Aso gets the right button. Actually now a reverse sweep potentially could happen. We're going into our game 5. Man, dearie me. Is actually kind of scary, to be honest. If you're Orp, I actually think Aso has a lot of momentum now, and I'm nervous for Orp. I always talk about his tournament nerves, and it's there. It's always there. I mean, and I think this is pressure all the way.
For Orp, it's self-expectation, right? Because Orp, he's absolutely always feeling the need to prove himself, right? Like, he has had really strong placements, but not in the biggest tournaments in the community. Not that this is one of them. I understand, obviously, you know, online circuit week 2. But he's definitely against a player here that is known for top 8 placements in pro competition, very well respected, very well, you know, seasoned veteran of the EU tournament scene. This is a big win for him. If he can take this set, this is huge for him as a player. But it's like you said, right? When he gets that close to the end and the final hurdle is coming up, you know he's the kind of person to be the first one to tell himself, oh, hang on, I am this close. You know, I am one win away from getting this. And that's where the second guessing starts. That's where the doubts begin. I want Orp to do this for his own, like, personal morale, you know? This could be what he needs, but to start things off, it's not going well as Asso. It's a big crushing blow straight away. Gets that breakaway out.
And he's being a lot more aggressive too, Asso. I think he's more than aware of the pressure that's being put on Orp by this reverse 3-0 that's incoming. And now, I mean, he's really wise to this aggression. Orp is jumping in at really predictable times, and he's constantly getting hit by that Hell's Wrath. I'm nervous for him. His movement is being far too predictable, and Asso is just preying on that.
Still keeping alive with the throw text, but he really has to just avoid this kind of deficit this quick, because this round has just disappeared. It started off with a crushing blow, started off with losing breakaway, and from that point on, it's all been Asso. However, and there's the barrier, but blocks in time.
Oh! Would have been game over if he got hit by that one.
Yeah, that would have KB'd for sure. Okay. But Orp still showing the knowledge. At this point, has to watch out. That last breath only going to save him for so long.
Can't afford a single trade now, so every time he goes for the Psy, it's a risk. He's going to bet the whole game if he goes for a dive kick. Fatal blows in play. This round is still possible, but now
that was
last
my
breath
PC,
is not
guys.
possible.
Sorry, not yours. I don't know why, but that was my PC. That wasn't yours.
Oh, he tries the forbidden mix! He tries the forbidden mix, but right when he needed it to work, it did not.
Sorry, chat is convinced it was their own PC. Sorry,
what was the noise? What was the noise?
Little windows.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
Oh,
no.
Oh, no! He is running away with this match point.
It's falling apart. I'm so nervous for Orp, and I'm going to be devastated for him. But there's still a game to be played. We're not going to count him out, but I just think if this is a game of momentum, Asso has 150% of it.
Still, though, this round is quite close. The big problem here for Orp is back to the wall. Because not only is this a bad situation to be in against Citron, because that kind of jump distance corner pressure, he has all that space to move back with that backdash. Still, though, this could definitely go either way. Orp just has to not get hit by anything too big. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's too able to just try and press buttons. He's hungry to get that button out. Hard read. Will he have time to get Fatal Blow back? That's what I'm wondering. Watch out for the jump. Hell's Wrath becomes so obvious there. The jump. He absorbs and somehow gets hit by the wall. I do not even know how that happened, but he stuck a pixel into it. Asadamasa with the reverse 3-0 Orp. So close, but so far. Comes to mind.
Yeah,
right,
you know he's not going to be happy with that. But at the end of the day, he got 9th place. I obviously know it's not what he wanted. It was a reverse 3 game, but it was a close set. Asadamasa, one of the strongest in Europe for a reason, right? We've seen it time and time again, his ability to play under clutch situations and make that reverse 3 game comeback very impressive. And Asso is going to be joining the others on the loser side now in this top 8 as we move through to it soon. But before we get to, we have 2 more games left to go. We have Damaster and Puha. But next up, we have Derpy and Nivek, which is definitely going to be an interesting one because these are boot camp boys. Derpy and Nivek, they came to our house. They played a fair bit of Mortal Kombat. They did. Right, let me know when you're out of the King of the Hill, Ryan. Nivek is... I'm not seeing him in the lobby. Nivek, if you're watching, we need you to join... Ah, there he is. Nice. Right on time. Just need to wait for Ryan to leave the King of the Hill.
I'm out now, yeah. I'm waiting.
Now, you can tell that Orp, he's definitely still hungry for that big win. Isn't going to get it today, but plenty of opportunities in the future as these invites have gone out. That was already answered before, Nata.
Now, Orp, the second Asso had the 4th game, I was worried because I know that it's like the pressure's there, right? But you played really well. You did play really well. It's just that final moment, right? That
AFK
final
up,
moment
boy.
where I'm doing it. Hey.
All right, Nivek and Derpy.
See you next week, Orp. That's it. See you next week, mate. It gives you focus.
Right. Here we go. Closer to the top 8, but not quite there yet. It's Nivek and Derpy now must face off. That loser's side top 8. We have to remember again to reiterate, this is all about top 3 today. Our top 3 qualify for the week 4 finals. We are not there yet.
More of that spawn Jackie that Nivek rocks all
We've seen
the
more
time.
Spawn Jackie in this tournament series than we've seen Spawn. I don't know what's going on. People just don't seem to be playing him much anymore.
I remember there being so many people hyped for Spawn, and all these people going on and on and on and on and on about Spawn, and now no one bloody plays him.
It's tragic, really, isn't it?
I know. I have watched almost 10 years of people begging for Spawn, and now he's out. I don't see him anywhere. It's really annoying. Because he is a sick character. He's a sick character. And he's been done really well. Like, just a shame, isn't it? A damn shame.
Why is my PC doing that? I know my OneDrive isn't signed in. It doesn't matter. At this point, I'm not even apologizing for it. It's just annoying me.
Oh, Derpy's getting rushed down immediately.
Oh my god.
Let's start this off.
Oh, but there's the air blast.
Z hand to forward 4. Nivek, very patient player. So those kind of forward 4s, you would think they're unlikely to open them up as much. You got to really condition him for those grabs first. Yeah, and that's why Derpy's going for the grabs all day. Things out of forward 4, it's not going to work out. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. Derpy just gets clipped.
Of course, willing to spend that fatal blow. It's Nivek just to guarantee that round.
Watching all those grabs reminds me of that time Foxy was streaming and he beat this guy. And the guy plugs in his mic to go, "Let me tell you what you do. You poke, and then you grab. And then you poke, and then you grab.
I remember that
And then you
clip.
grab." And Foxy's sitting there going, "Oh yeah, what do you expect? What do you expect? You grab. Let me tell you, you poke, and then you grab." And it's like, yes, yes. That is exactly what happened.
Well, there's the knowledge. Ooh, okay. Derpy, I'm not sure if he was worried about a breakaway there.
He pokes,
Derpy is going
and
to
then
poke,
and then he
will
gets
grab.
grabbed. He gets grabbed.
He will poke and he will grab. Your audio's messed up. It shouldn't be. Audio should be on time. Try if you think your audio's delayed, refresh your Twitch and see if it's still doing it. So it should be fine.
See, he thought he was going to poke and grab, so he did poke and 4-4.
It's a mix-up. That's what it's there for.
Poke. Here he comes. Alright, there's a hat. Okay, never mind. See, Derpy is less about the poke and then the grab.
He's about grab and then you grab.
You get grabbed.
Ah, damn.
He tried to poke and then grab, and then he got hit by the mid.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
the whip! Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
Derpy was actually trying to press buttons after that. That's peculiar.
Because sat there and held every forward 4. Hasn't been shy of it so far.
He's also playing around Derpy's wake up really well. I think we're yet to see a wake up attack actually connect. Oh, he's all over him. This is getting dangerous. Oh, the confirm. Yep, didn't spend the bar. Oh, and the big jump! And again, yeah. A bit of a sloppy end, but Nivek definitely going to come off better in the trade.
Oh, good game for Nivek. He seems very, very, like, confident in the Lao matchup. Every time you watch him.
If you talk, you'll get timed out. It's not true. Just don't argue with everyone. That's easy.
Yeah, so we're just telling you not to argue with everyone in chat. That's it. That's what it is. If everyone starts arguing with each other, we'll just time out because
Yeah, if everyone starts arguing, then everyone gets timed out, and everything is right with the world.
Jackie Briggs, Kung Lao.
I didn't even see that. I missed it.
Bunker.
Well, it was either you or Sikander, and Sikander was about to play.
But okay, Corridor, this is kind of the part of the same problem, bro. Like
You're still complaining.
Just leave it.
You're still exacerbating it by complaining. Stop it. Like, bruh.
It is what it is. The past is the past. Move on. Clean your mind. Purify your soul.
I mean, unfortunately, there is also the element of we need to talk to Sikander live because he's in the tournament. I would have actually timed out Sikander as well for it because it's about beef between two people that I just keep clear from the chat during that time. But he was about to play, so it's like, you know what I mean? We kind of can't time out someone that we need to talk to because he's about to join the bloody game. So I don't condone arguing either. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's just a mess, isn't it? Look, I'm talking about, there's a match going on right now, and here I am talking about this nonsense. That's exactly my point.
Just leave it out. Leave it out, mate.
Leave it out. Leave it out. Ooh. Cleanest. Chip, chip, chip. Man, I love the chip on that.
Now, you know, Nivek, he's going to be going for those leaps. He has to watch out for Z-Hat. Z-Hat will kill it himself. And he still got it.
Don't cut yourself.
Man, I never get tired. I think hat tricks is still to this day one of my favorite things to watch.
Also, there is the point that people in chat are they're having a good time, they're enjoying themselves, they're just trying to watch, they're all chatting about the tournament, and if someone comes in with beef and he just starts yelling at people and arguing, then that just brings the mood down, and then no one's having fun, which is exactly why we don't want people doing it.
Micro duck. He tried to grab. Oh, wake up roll. Oh, no. Round's going to go, but fortunately, actually, to be fair, fortunately for Derpy, the whole string couldn't come out, so he didn't get side switched. There is that small little
silver
victory.
lining, but it will do.
I'm sure he'd rather have taken the round. Uh-oh. Okay, Derpy now. Man, he has had almost no success on that forward four. Nivek's defense has just been rock solid. And the one time, like, look at this. Every time Derpy goes for a grab, Nivek micro ducks, but every single time there's a forward four, he blocks it.
Oh, counter hit, no punish.
If you're Derpy, you've got to feel like you can just never grab this guy. This is the first time I've seen him grab in a while. Like, actually get the grab.
But at the same time, like, when you do build grabs that heavily around your playstyle, which I know you have to do as hat tricks, you kind of just have to be willing to accept that. Like, you have to know that grabs are unsafe to do. Oh, the knowledge! Oh, ouch. This ain't Lotus Fist. You can't use that string.
Jackie Briggs wins.
Deary me. Nivek looking good. Absolutely looking good, actually. There's a good chance that Nivek actually might be one of our players that makes it into the top 3. I think Nivek always gets, like, counted out in some of these top 8s. But the guy's good, man. You can see it in his previous tournament results. Man made final combat for crying out loud. You don't just qualify for the world finals like that, do you?
Well, the question now is, what do we see? Because I feel like the style that we're seeing from Derpy is... It just isn't being as effective. It's just... To play that kind of ruthless strike throw hat tricks game, it is so unsafe, and playing unsafe against a character like Jackie, who is full of amazing crushing blows that will kill you for it, amazing standing damage, reset potential on restands if she, you know, jumps instead of letting you leave the ground, fatal blow makes things worse. It's just you're stacking a playstyle against someone that will punish you very hard for doing it in a way that they can do, right? There's no guarantee strike throw can always work. You have to be willing to accept that sometimes it isn't, and you're going to take damage.
Damaster was the one that defeated Nivek in the winner's bracket.
Yes, it was 3-1, mirror match.
Yeah, I just had to go check it out, because I was curious who beat him in this tournament.
How's it going, VGY? Oh, and the punish.
Kind of looking bad for Derpy right now. Definitely back to a wall situation. He has very little health left.
Where are we bracket-wise? We're at the late stages of top 16. The next game after this will be the last game to get our final top 8 losers qualifier, and then it's top 8. So we are very, very, very close now.
All too far away to get the forward 4 for the big damage. Worth mentioning always that he has gone Lotus Fist this time. We'll see if the Orbiting Hat helps out. The danger is that he's going to be constantly out of resources, so spending his meter on the Orbiting Hat is going to put him in a tricky position against Upgraded, who, you know, you need a breakaway a lot of the time against her. Oh, ouch!
Oh my god! Oh,
my
robbery!
God.
Robbery, my dudes!
Stolen.
Damn, you hate to see it.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah, love to hate to see it.
Round 2. Fight.
Right. This is a tricky position now. Because, I mean, Derpy, after getting hit by a wake-up fatal blow in that manner, after having to do so much work, is just like...
I can hear the sigh Derpy made through TV. Just the getting hit by that after doing all that work and just going...
Yeah, that's a head shaker. That's a head shaker. Spacey Pirate, we know nothing about Aftermath besides what's already public knowledge.
We know what you guys know.
But that means I'm extremely excited for the release of it. Oh,
Ooh,
man,
that would've
Derpy's
been
just
sick.
getting overwhelmed. All right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're not getting the combo either. Crushing Blow Throw's already been used up, so it was an expensive round for Derpy to really not get anything. Spins used, but the breakaway's forced. There is no Fatal Blow if you're Nivek, so there is at least that, but I don't know how much that's going to help him, all things considered.
He still
Blow,
has
really.
it, right? Like, if he can still use the Fatal Blow, then he can still win the round, but... You can see the patience, Nimek. He has no reason to go in. Uh-oh, and again the counter hit. No! Execution error from Nivek. Gives Derpy a chance, but no punish either! That's 2 chances. Derpy's had... Oh, no! Derpy just let it fall apart at the end there. He was given 2 chances to take the round, and a swift dash punch will absolutely stop that dead in its tracks. Any chance Derpy had of taking that game back, gone and dead. Snivek. Top 8 losers qualified. My man, well done. Right, that means we have 1 game left to go, and then our top 8 is ready. Damaster versus Puha. So, Nivek comes straight to chat and says, sorry about the wake-up fail. Oh, Nivek the gentleman indeed. Right.
We have 1 more match now to determine the losing side top 8 between Damaster and Puha.
Oop. My lobby appears to have frozen. Oh, accidentally left the room. Oops.
I'm so tired all the time.
What did Tyler confirm?
There was, didn't they talk about gameplay the other day? I think they did. They said there was gameplay coming.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure I saw that
like,
somewhere.
have they said like, is that a combat cast or is it like a trailer? Right, I'm joining back into Massive Strike.
Thank you,
Genicus, thank you very much.
Genicus.
Yes,
Sorry,
one
bro.
of
I'm
the chaps.
so bad with names.
One of the chaps that asked about restreaming. So I hope you had a good restream, dude. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Right, so it's Damaster and Puha. Where is Puha? Puha, please join the room. Play chess. I've always wanted to know how to play chess properly because I find myself watching chess championships like every year when they have the big ones, I'll watch them just to see what's going on. And I know the rules of chess, but I don't understand the high level of it in the slightest. But I find it really interesting to watch. It's the same way I'll watch, like, high-level Tetris. I have no idea how to play high-level Tetris, but it's interesting to watch. You wouldn't watch this? Okay, I appreciate the props, but this is definitely not a dead game.
How is it? Oh, I'm not even gonna get
Where
into
is Puha? Puha, lobby, please.
Where you at, man?
I don't even know what that is in chat, but it's getting timed out.
Whoopa! What headphones do we use? We actually both, we have a partnership with Blue microphones or Blue Audio, and they sent us both of these headphones here. These are just, they're noise cancelling, big boy headphones, and they are absolutely fantastic.
There he is.
We always have to give a shout out to Blue for providing us with a whole bunch of new audio equipment. Everything that we see and use, everything that you guys see us use now in content, whether it's like the microphone, like the microphone, the arm, the audio, like the headphones and stuff, it's all provided by Blue. And we can't thank them enough because it really did allow us to take our content to the next level. You know what I mean? Like,
shout-outs to Blue for the headset, shout-outs to Blue for the mic.
Massively helpful.
It's really improved quality tenfold from what we had before. All right, remember to AFK and we're good to go, right?
All right, good to go.
Damaster player 1, Puha player 2. This is a Jackie
Is this
mirror.
Be a Jackie mirror?
Yes.
Oh no.
Jackie, very, very, very popular in CIS.
I don't want to be that guy, but uh-oh.
Jackie Briggs.
Can we play 5 ads?
My duty compels me to commentate. Although I will admit, without running the risk of sounding like a bit of a scrub, I am definitely bored of Jackie mirrors.
But my mind's telling me no, but my money, my money's telling me yes.
Who's
maybe.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh dear, at least one of them's red.
That helps.
Oh, which one's which? I've already lost track. All right, Puha is the blue one.
Yes. Ooh, wake up buttons. Let's go. Now, the thing is, all jokes aside, we all know Jackie's good. She's still probably the best in the game. But can't take away from a good old-fashioned slobber knocker between 2 high-level players.
I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to. Like, when you watch... It was actually similar to week number 1. Is just... The idea is just, like... Ultimately, it's just... It's 2 characters that play... It's more about the players. I was trying to remember what we talked about last week. But it was... Yeah. So it's essentially like... We know Damaster. We know Puha. It's a mirror, but you have to look at this as there's one more slot for top 8, right? So one of these players is already going to be gone. Eliminated.
Still those looking good for Puha. Losing momentum, but for how long? Oh,
Ooh.
maximum delay wake up into short hop. I do wonder if that was a flawless block. You can never be sure.
There's that corner position.
Oh, hang on a minute. The comeback. Damaster.
I quite like the choice because ultimately it's about a huge chunk of damage. And then it's... Okay, so it's the setup afterwards. So already kind of even. But what's it going to be? Yeah, already going in. Watch out for the empty jump, though. Ah, and after all that, it is stolen away. So game 1, already done. And remember, everyone tuning in, this is the final match to decide the top 8. The top 8 is going to start pretty much immediately afterwards. But, like we say, top 3 qualify for the finals at the end of the month.
And that's what it's all about. It is about weekly attempts to get those top places, to play for that prize pot. And again, I want to shout out again, guys, Matcherino, command, crowdfund in chat. In fact, I'll do it right now, live. This command will lead into direct crowdfunding to support the end of Massive Strike. We currently have over $1,000 raised thanks to you generous guys and girls at home, in addition to the £1,000 that Ketchup and I are personally providing. It's all about making this as big of a spectacle as we can, and these players that have been putting in these hours and giving us all this entertainment throughout the time that currently have nothing to play in, it's about just making it all as big as we can get it. So if you want to contribute and support, that's a great way of doing it. And if not, even hanging out, tuning in, watching us here live on Twitch or watching the VODs on YouTube, just being a part of the show, it all helps in the end.
But I mean, you say that Jackie is a very popular character in the CIS. I mean, the thing about CIS is that it's all about efficiency. A lot of people in CIS have kind of historically always used like a lot of top tier because look, if you want to win, it's just that eternal video, right? Wise Man once said, pick a top tier. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not the biggest fan of watching a Jackie mirror. It's purely just because we've seen it so many times already. But the reality is, I understand why it gets picked because, hey, they want to win. And if they've got the execution to play upgraded, then all the power to you.
They're willing to set their entire day outside to play in our tournament. Who am I to judge? You know, they'll play who they want.
Round 2.
Do I enjoy seeing this matchup? Not really, because I've seen it so many times. But will I watch it and will I commentate it?
Whip.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Ooh. That's got to be one of the single most satisfying crushing blows in the game. It looks cool. It's a counter hit. It launches, especially in first round KO. Links cannot be posted. Rapstronaut has to be a mod.
Ooh. What's the end? Yep. Get us closer to the corner.
Oh, and there's a hit. Bar spent. Yep. More than enough to take it.
The sauce.
The good thing here is we're pretty even on bar, but the big thing is the positioning. Jackie corner pressure isn't the scariest in the game, but it does give us some damage.
Oh, that was a bit of a bait. The instant jump and then
that
you
was
do the
a
airborne
clean
blast.
hit. That was clean spacing on that low from Puha.
Side twitch. Definitely more important than the damage in this situation. Oh, the scout out of the delayed wake up. I really like that. Doesn't overcommit to the string though. And again, 2 times in a row, catches the jump, and this time he gets the launch. Drops the combo though. Good news for Puha. And same side, I guess. Okie dokie.
Okay, Puha trying to work on this comeback, drops the combo, but doesn't get punished for it.
Watch out for the fatal blow though. That's what I'm eyeing up. Plus frames. Oh, he disrespects. Oh no.
Oh, he didn't get the punish! He was
That's
a hair's length away in the down one. Damaster takes it. Someone says, who is playing next? After this match, we are officially starting our top 8. So, winners top 8 will be next.
And actually, I'm going to go bring up the top 8 because the first round top 8 games are really interesting. So our first matchup is Mercer versus Arn Kratos. But then the second winner's side top 8 match is Sikander versus Boki. And that is the matchup I'm looking forward to seeing.
Now, the good thing is, top 3 today guarantees a final spot, because that guarantees top 3, and top 3 today are qualifying for our finals. So the next 2 games will both be qualifier games. So very, very all to play for. You think Joker has a similar move? He does have a super jump, but it's a bit different, where if you super jump with it and do nothing in the air, it's like an empty super jump. It has like an animation of recovery. But if you super jump into a jump in normal, it doesn't. It's really weird. It's clearly one of those moves that isn't in a competitive variation, so I doubt it's been looked at with a competitive eye. You know what I mean? There are just some moves that clearly haven't been looked at in that way yet. And I imagine that's one of them. I mean, all 3 Jackie variations are good. It's just upgraded is probably the best, you know? It has the best mobility in the game. It has the constant pressure. It has good mix-ups, has good damage. You have Unbreakable. It makes her get a full combo off her forward 1, which is really big.
Also, one of the biggest things about it too is this idea that it's kind of universally the best against everyone else too.
Round 2.
It's this idea that against all of the characters in the game, when you look at matchups and the kind of tools you'd want, Upgraded kind of universally has
Esports
like
sound
the
effect.
best. Esports? That's not an energy drink. That's not very esports.
No, it's a Pepsi.
I exclusively drink energy drinks at esports events, and even then, it's not much. Like whenever I do DreamHack events, I drink a ton of Monster because they just have like endless Monster basically at DreamHack. And of all the energy drinks, I think Monster was probably my favorite.
There's
one.
more energy drink than water at esports events. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
that can sometimes be a problem. A lot of the time, I'll just want water, and it's like there's this caffeine-free energy drink.
Ooh, that was almost a really nice combo. That was.
Here we go.
That was a nice pickup. Oh, he
Back
did!
27%. Oh, confirmed. That is confirmed. Mister. As Nivek would say. That was a fast extra game. Fast.
That's the dynamic of the Jackie mirror. It can happen, but that does mean it's 2-1 now to Puha.
I gotta say, there's actually not been that many Jackie players today. This is the first time we've seen a mirror. Apart from Nivek, I mean, we haven't really seen anyone pick Jackie today.
No, it's a good point. It is a good point, especially in comparison to last week. I don't know if it's just a question that we just haven't happened to stream many Jackie games as much, but
There's always the chance there was that, yeah.
a big part is Deadlift losing to Mercer early on did put a bit of a spanner in the works in the Jackie machine.
Jackie Briggs.
I'm actually really glad Passport Scorpion made it in as an emote. When Mercer starts to play, oh my, it begins every time.
Guys, every time I do this, I want chat to fill up with Passport Scorpion. Every time, without fail. You guys owe it to me. That is my price. If you want the tournament to continue, that will happen. Whenever you see this,
Oh,
it's like you know when you're watching like American talk shows, there's like a light that says like applause or clap or whatever. This is my cost.
Oh my god, it does look like
You don't have the
Rio.
emote
You're
unlocked.
right.
Hey, you can spend money. You can spend your coindaments, your channel points, to unlock
Sorry, the
it.
emote's locked. It's a lock behind a $5 paywall. My bad,
So am I saying that you have to sub if you want the tournament to continue?
dude. It does.
I'm going to pause it, and if you want the tournament to continue, you gotta get out your wallet for the Matcherino.
A meme transaction. Shout out to over 1,300 of you lovely guys and girls
I am
tuning in.
subjecting to
stream.
my not funny jokes.
Hey man, I'm glad to see so much support coming out today. I'm glad to see these matches. Demister has changed to Johnny Cage. Pick a top tier. Pick a top tier.
Ooh, an anonymous gifter has gifted a sub to the channel. Thank you very much, you mysterious generosity person.
Yeah, I don't know where you're gonna go with that.
I don't know, I chickened out. Yo, that
But the
suit
Johnny
is
Cage-
filthy!
But just 3 shots from Kitchen Gun.
And it
I love
sparkles
you.
like new! Oh, hang
You
on.
can even use it on the washing up.
I just realised from upgrades to outtake, Damaster,
Yeah, I know.
he's not
I
really
told you,
falling
man.
down far on the tier tree, is he?
Pick a top tier.
Pick a top tier, pick a top tier.
But it's like we said, if you can play these characters, they're the best in the game. The reality is, it is only understandable. There are people out there that will only play top tier because guess what? They're competitive minded. They want to give themselves a better chance to win. Does it always work? No, but it's not really about guaranteeing a win. It's giving yourself the best tools, in your opinion. There are people out there that can play some of the more niche characters at a really, really high level. And that in turn gives them a unique element that no one else can bring to the table. But if you're going for consistency, you know, a lot of the time top tier is the consistent option. And it's been that way since the days like 1992, man. How many old Sagats do you think exist in the arcade?
I mean, the thing is, like, and as a viewer, you are not obligated to enjoy watching it. Like, if you just don't like watching certain characters, that's fine. We all feel like that. But at the very least, just at least try your best to understand it. You know what I mean? At least hate it for the right reasons.
I remember my good friend Summoning, who's one of the most old school Mortal Kombat players the scene has ever had. He's been playing since 1992, you know, with Mortal Kombat 1. He was in the arcade. And people would like literally not play you if you played the best characters. So he would purposefully main low tier so that he would actually get games against people at the arcade. Because if you were to play like Human Smoke and like, you know, 60% B&B someone or Cabal or whatever, people wouldn't play with you. They wouldn't play with you. So he would play the low tier just so that more people would give him games.
That's tragic, but I can believe it.
Yeah,
So,
man.
oh, that was definitely a flawless block out in the air attempt right there. Oh, the counter poke attempt. He got greedy. Oh, he let it rock. He may have killed
Not-
himself.
I
Damn,
do
he
not
did.
think that was intentional. I
No,
do not think
definitely
that was
not. An
intentional.
unfortunate mistake, but a mistake nonetheless that has led into a 3-1 victory from Puha, and will be the final individual qualifying for our top 8 on the loser side. GG's! And another gifted sub, thanks to Anonymous, to Pesh. Thank you very much, my dude. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I tried to give a strong 2, but it didn't work. Probably because I think someone's left.
Well, that does mean now, my friends, that our top 8 is decided. It is secured. Let me quickly bring up the exact bracket, and we will be able to read exactly what it is. Here we go. Right, so we have winner side, Mercer versus Arn Kratos, followed by Sikander versus Boki, followed by Asodamatsa and Nivek, and then finishing things off with Puha versus Sonic Ninja. So that is your top 8. 4 winners, 4 losers, and we have to remember, it is all about top 3, because the top 3 of today qualify for our finals, and that is what it's